Yo, 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 yo. What's cracking? What's cracking? We just getting started. Top of the hour, 2 o'clock p.m. Thank you for tuning in. We're going to have a good time today. Y'all ready to have a good time? We got a lot of stuff to talk about. We got good stuff primarily this week. So that's always good when it's good stuff. Usually there's an abundance of bad shit, but we got good stuff. You know what I'm saying? So it's going down. Stick around. What do you mean stick around? I'm not going nowhere, you know. But yeah, man. Let's get hype. Let's have a great show. Welcome to CrossFaded. 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 Bad they never made it. Bad so now they hating. They bad for how they played it. I'm just trying to make it. Trying to hold my placement. Thanking God for the graces. Watching for changing faces. Crossfaded. This is special occasion. Subjects hotter than Cajun. Andouille and Mason. Crossfaded. I'm just a duck in the pond. Shout out to Dorian. My reign has just begun. I be crossfaded. 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 Guys, and notice crossfaded. 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 Well, you ready? Let's start the show. Yo, what's cracking with you? It's Crossfaded. I am your boy Omega. Thank you for tuning in. Please make sure that you like, subscribe, and share. Omega Classic Records is the page and the name. Omega, none rhymes greater. You know what I'm saying? Soon you'll see. Just hang in there. New music on the way and a ton of new legendary shit. So, nonetheless, welcome to Crossfaded once again. Dude, we're not gonna hold back. Let's just get it cracking. So first things first, let's get it out the way. Some bullshit. Good old American pie, Southern redneck racist bullshit. What can I say? Welcome to America. Dead raccoon with a racist message left on black mayor's office doorstep. Yeah. So, a dead raccoon and a sign with racist and intimidating language was left on the front door of Oregon mayor's office Monday. Redmond Police, Department detectives responded to a call from Redmond Mayor Ed Fitch, who is a brother. At around 8 a.m. local time, Redmond police said in a news release, Fitch found the dead animal with a sign mentioning Fitch and Black City Councilor Clifford Evelyn by name. Quote, based on the content of the sign's message and the dead raccoon, this is being investigated as a potential bias crime in the second degree, police said in a news release. What the fuck is a bias crime? Fitch said message because I'm still thinking about a bias crime. Why is it not a hate crime? It's kind of, I'm trying not to get shitty. Excuse me. Fitch said the message on the sign was racially hateful. I feel bad for Clifford. It seems there's some people in town that can't accept the fact that Clifford is black and is on the city council, he told the publication. Excuse me. Raccoon imagery has long been an insulting anti-black caricature in the United States. Yes, raccoons. Look at the little emoji down there you see with the white head and the black eyes. Yeah, that's been like one of black people symbolisms and, you know, film commercials, hateful racial paraphernalia. Coons. It didn't even call you Coon. We was called Coons. That was the, when they were being nice. Coon. Um, the most blatantly disregarding of all black stereotypes it is, according to the Jim Crow Museum of Racist Imagery in Michigan. Even the Jim Crow Museum says it's one of the most blatant degrading of all black stereotypes. So, what is a bias crime in Oregon? Interesting. A bias crime, also known as a hate crime, is a crime motivated in part or whole by bias against another person's race, color, disability, religion, national origin, sex orientation, or gender identity. Okay, so I mean, you know, the laws are different everywhere. In Oregon, instead of just calling it a hate crime outright, it's a bias crime. The law is tricky, folks, as you jump state by state. Sometimes it's downright just cloaked. So, um, police are asking the public to help with the investigation, of course. Um, so good old America, you know, in a place like Oregon, this is the place that you can say, Nike built. It's where Nike's backyard is. This is where Nike's from. Um, reference that. Go back and study superstar track athlete Steve Prefontaine from Oregon University. Nike's, home is Oregon. And you got black mayors that and black politicians that can't come to the office in the morning without dead raccoons on their fucking doorsteps and shit. Yeah. So, um, not really much you can say about that shit besides, man, welcome home. Shit. This is where we from. This is where we live. This is where our ancestors were stolen and brought to build from the ground up. So, um, hope the police do something about it. Hope they find out. You know, tap in with that mayor if you can on social media. Tell him prayers out to him. Um, yeah, his name is Ed Fitch, Mayor Ed Fitch of Oregon, and just show some love. Ed Fitch, much love to you because I haven't heard anything in response from him derogatory. He's just probably just falling back. You know, he probably to move past it. I'm sure. Shoot, he's living out there in the heart of it. So to him, it's probably just another day. But yeah, man, let's keep it moving. I tell you, man, it don't get much better. It time don't get no better where I'm going. Um, so one of my favorite hip hop artists, up and coming, I'll say, because I'm still learning the little guy. But he's more of a favorite. I'll say social uh setting person for me. His music, I'm gravitating towards it slowly. Uh, but he has some songs that are cool. But I like him as a person even before his music. Uh, Lil Baby, man, Lil Baby is in the news. Um, and it's a crazy situation that unfolded. Lil Baby was at a funeral, or there was a funeral being held, rather, for a young girl who was graduating from high school, and she ends up getting killed at her graduation party. Like, what, man, dude? I don't even know what to really say about that. Like, how do you navigate that? How do you, man? It's just crazy to me. So, but Lil Baby, I feel like it was important for him to say something. I feel like that this is something that's trivial because what the youth doesn't understand from his day and age is that there is still a lot of groundwork that needs to be laid when you're dealing with black community issues and situations abroad. So you can't ignore that, especially when you're an artist. You have a responsibility to it. And I appreciate how he always seems to stand up right in the pocket of the responsibility, being an artist to the caliber, to the echelon rather that he is, with the fanfare that he has, and the sway that he has with the kids, the influence rather. I appreciate him for speaking up because a lot of these young artists, they sit back and they don't say shit. Death has become something that is as common as a bowl of Fruit Loops in the morning to a lot of these young black kids. Yeah, it takes some death, with your eggs and your bacon. Like that, that's just how they're numb to it. Society as a whole is numb to young black death. It's something that is a commonality. It's commonplace. So thank you to this young brother for speaking up. Lil Baby delivered an impassioned speech while attending the funeral of an Atlanta teen. Her name was Breasia Powell. So if you want to look her up and send some condolences, or look up, the situation and read more about it, Breasia Powell, who was shot and killed while attending her own graduation party. And during the funeral, it was held Sunday, June 4th, at Jackson Memorial Baptist Church in Atlanta. Lil Baby offered Powell's closest family members and friends his condolences. He also took time to step up on stage and talk to the youth against violence in their communities. Lil Baby said, "What I want to say to the youth, to like a younger generation, and I'm saying it as a we, because I'm with y'all. We got to change," Lil Baby said. He continued, "A lot of time when people talk, it's more so like on the males, but I'm speaking for the males and the females. The females make the young males think this is and that is cool when it's not. So the young boys doing this and that and proving to the girls that they are cool when all of it in the end is not cool. The same girls, they ain't gonna be with you. They gonna be with the ops when you go to the jail. I'm only here to not speak, but we got to come up with a plan, and I'm here to help the plan." You got to excuse reading through that because these young brothers, a lot of them linguistically, they're not the most articulate. So I'm reading it. I'm sure that's exactly what he said, and they just printed it how he spoke. But yeah, man, yeah. According to Fox Atlanta, May 28th, 2:30 a.m., it was gunfire that broke out at the Mays High School, and that's where the little girl was shot at. She was 16 years old. She was 16, and she was graduating, so she was smart. She was ahead of her time, being 16 and graduating. So, but yep. And then another fight broke out in the crowd, and another 16-year-old boy was stabbed. So, yeah, man, it's just crazy. What's in our culture, what's in our um man, just what's kind of in our communities, in our blood, man. Fuck it, just say like it is. It's crazy, it's unfortunate, but it's gonna take uh these youngsters leaders, which are their musicians. That's who the young people look up to. That's who I looked up to as a kid. I looked up to musicians. I had some friends that were conservative. They looked up to politicians. Some friends that was athletes. They looked up to ball players. I looked up to ball players too. As a kid, you're gonna look up to a musician, a ball player, someone that you're looking at on television that is a successful model for you to follow. And these kids are following people like Lil Baby. So I'm glad that he's speaking up. I'm glad he's saying something because I don't ever see, really, I'm not going to say ever, but I don't really see too much of anything from any of his peers. I see a lot of goofy shit. And if you're asking about this show, um, kind of having like, if you've ever asked, because I've seen that in the comments, I hadn't addressed it yet. But if you ever ask, like, well, y'all don't talk about a lot of rap, news. We talk about the most important rap news, but man, I'm gonna tell you, it's a lot of dumbass rap news out there. Like, you want to know what's going on right now in rap news? Like Blueface, and this is like, I kid you not, like yesterday, the rapper Blueface is like, um, uh getting ready to get charged with robbery or something like that. Like, the whole last month, him and his ex, now ex, for the next, however long, was beating each other like punching bags. You got, you know, that all over social media, and then now he's getting a robbery charge. These guys go and they get a deal, they get influence, they get, they build a fan base underneath them, they get fanfare, and then they start getting probed by legal organizations or lawful organizations, FBI's. There's long been a rap police force for years. They used to harass Jay-Z and all of them rappers from New York back in the day, the hip hop police. So you better believe, like, FBI and um, whoever else is probing into these young guys now. I mean, look at the YSL situation out of Atlanta and all those indictments and all those brothers, getting ready to go to prison and whatnot. So as a rapper, you're under a microscope, not just from your fans, but also from law enforcement, and I don't see them say too much of nothing, these days. That's what's top news in rap right now. That Blueface situation, Nicki Minaj, she's top news in rap right now for what does she do? She oh yeah, she owes a jeweler thousands of dollars from some jewelry that was loaned to her. Yeah, because rappers be getting loaned jewelry and loaned, vehicles and loaned materials to help their image. So that's what's in the news. But so that's why I don't talk about a lot of that shit. But what I do talk about is rap shit. The real rap shit that really matters, that really has some kind of cultural influence, that really can change somebody's perspective, in turn, change their lives. So if you want the garbage rap news, like the Sun Times rap news, you remember the Inquirer, Sun Times, you going through the checkout line, the bullshit news, and they got Michael Jackson standing next to an alien and shit. If you want that kind of rap news, then hop on Instagram or hop on YouTube, and I'm sure you'll find a lot of felonious, fugazi, you know, sites and creators that make all that garbage rap news daily. But here we talk about the real stuff, because keeping it real, these black kids are under siege, always have been, and now it is more important than ever for things to change. So shout out to Lil Baby. Thank you for that, brother. You know. All right, man. I got something crazy to tell y'all. Look, what would you do if you was a parent of this child? Now, teenage mom, and I want you to hear this. You're hearing this correctly when I say it. Teenager steals mom's debit card and spends $64,000 on phone games. Yeah, little Asian girl. Yeah, ain't that insane, man? That's what I'm talking about. Even in Asia, the kids they all messed up over there too. I'm sure you got laws out in different parts of Asia where you can't even have more than 2 3 daughters. You got to turn one of them over to uh the government. Seriously. So yeah, man, little teenage uh Asian girl found her mom's debit card. I'm sorry, she's really not even a real teenager. She's 13, and they live in China. She found the card, and she spent around $64,000 of her parents' money on mobile games, and she wiped out their entire savings, and it was without their knowledge. She just went on a tear and was spending and spending, and they weren't looking and checking the account. She kept the debit card for a while. They said she kept it for a year. She was spending all year. Her name is Gong, 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 and she learned that about the oh, I'm sorry, that's her mom's name, Gong. And she learned about the spending spree in late May. So she had caught up about it in May, just last month. after receiving a call from a teacher at her daughter's boarding school who was worried the child was addicted to pay to play games. When mom checked her bank account, she realized it was left with a bank balance of only 7 cents. She later discovered that January to May, her daughter had spent $16,000 buying game accounts and almost $30,000 in in-game purchases per, and this is per Elephant News, by way of insider news, very reputable sites. So the girl also transferred money to at least 10 classmates who wanted to buy game products for themselves, bringing the total cost of the child's months long binge to around $64,000. Oh my God. Slapped the shit out of that little girl. I mean, more than that, I don't know what you do about that. That's insane. Oh my God. So them is kids in China right now. I mean, wow. I'll say a kid in China. But yeah, man, I just felt like that was parents, man, lock your shit up, man. Passwords on top of passwords. I don't know what else to tell you. This is insane. This is the worst. And her parents are broke. Her parents are now broke. She spent their savings. So shame on this little girl. And she needs her motherfucking ass whooped. Um, like I said earlier, in China, I think you can only have like two or three female children in the house, and then they have to take one. It's a population law of some sort. I could be wrong on the exacts of it. Don't quote me, but yeah, if I'm pops and I'm her pops over there, I'm seriously considering sending her motherfucking ass to one of them, little girl camps so she can go ahead. You know what I mean? And go ahead and sit her ass down. So yeah, man, crazy, 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 dude. So yeah, man. Um, before I move forward to, I want to take a quick second, man, to um uh give a special thank you to this beautiful lady who was a friend of mine, and she passed away recently. Her name is Dawn Callahan, and she was my first boss. Well, she was my second boss. Uh, well, I'll say this because she's like job number four, I think, that I had. I was 18 years old, and she's the most important boss that I had because she was the first boss to give me tremendous responsibility. Um, I found out that she passed away just a couple of days ago. And to anyone that knows Don Callahan, the Callahan family are having her um, they're having her home going. Um, I believe it is. I'm so sorry I didn't have that prepared. They're having her home going on the 12th. So um, in the next few days. So it's going to be at Traders Point Christian Church, 1242 West 136th Street in Carmel. Visitation is from 1 to 4, and then the celebration is at 4 p.m. So if you want to go see Don Callahan one last time, um, that's where they're going to have it at. She's very important to me because uh, she gave me the most responsibility that I had ever had at that point in my life on a job. So she gave me um, the keys to the building. Eventually, I worked my way to get there, and I was the guy who was closing the place. I would close, and this was a cleaners. It was called Courtesy Cleaners, and I was closing the place. I was counting down the registers. I was doing the drops. I had to take care of all the machines. I had to make sure in the fluff counter everything that needed to be folded was folded up and bagged up for customers tomorrow. And I've done that every day and closed the whole store down with a mop from the front of the store all the way to the back. I literally mopped myself out the door every night in the end. So I did all of that stuff I just said, and then I would leave the place by mopping up from the back to the front, and then mop my way to the door and put the bucket, put it right there to the side. So thank you, Don, for giving me a very important piece of manhood, of adulthood, of just responsibility, um, acknowledgement, and caretaking. Um, Very important people in your life, man. When you think about that, prepared me for to be able to take jobs that had some authority, later on down the line. So, and I appreciate her for that. I thank her for that. God bless her. So, but yep, we dedicating this show to the young Miss Don Callahan. So, if y'all want to see her, uh, make sure that you rewind this and take those address and times down. All right. Yeah. Peace to the young girl, man. Cancer was the culprit, by the way. She was young too. Yep. So, moving forward and onward. Um, we got some more crazy stuff, man. Some more crazy stuff, dude. It's just crazy. So, um, I'm gonna go ahead and just slap bacon on him. Man, your boy is out here looking silly, man. Your boy Zion. I don't know if you know about Zion Williamson right now, but he's out here looking kind of silly, man. Yeah. So I guess Zion, Lord have mercy. I guess Zion was getting ready to, or he just mentioned the birth of, um, or the pregnancy his fiance that he's with, and she's getting ready to give birth and whatnot. Um, and he even had a possible pregnancy situation that nobody knew about besides him and the other chick, which happened to be simultaneously, which happened to be Mariah Mills. If you don't know who Mariah Mills is, all you got to do is type her name in. You'll see everything, and the sites that's gonna come up is porn sites. She's one of the top, top black porn stars in the game. I don't mean the porn star that does just the black scenes with the black folks with the black um with the black porn film company. No, she works with the top of the line. She's a an award winning porn star. You know what I mean? So, and this fool ass nigga then went and then possibly got her pregnant. So when he opens the information up to social media about his fiance and uh her pregnancy, her and his pregnancy, um Mariah Mills sees it and she responds to it. Uh, and she says, "You better pray I'm not pregnant too, because I'm definitely late." So, man, he's out here looking like a whole clown. You know what I'm saying? Like a whole clown. So I don't know what to say about that. Um, it's crazy. Keeping it real, he's a step away from being a big dummy. Matter of fact, let's just call him a big dummy right now. So the young boy got a problem, and um, his taste in women is very questionable. Some other colleagues or another news site was saying that his taste in women is uh, pretty questionable. So yeah, man, you can't be that kind of athlete or even an athlete altogether and taking that kind of chance with a porn star. Like, come on, man. Man, you trip. and she's waiting. She's ready to pounce. You better pray I'm not pregnant too, because I'm definitely late. Oh my God. She goes on the tirade too, by the way, and I kind of put them up at the wrong time, and she starts posting stuff about she starts posting their conversations and talking about how he's trying to move her out there to the same city he's living in, where him and his fiance is. So it's just good sloppy, good hot and sloppy mess shit, man. That's terrible. So, man, good luck to the dude. I hope he figures that out, because, man, that shit sure looks silly, boy. That looks silly. But yeah, man, it's CrossFaded. We'll be right back in a moment. Rappers, producers, hip-hop entertainers, hit up CWK Promotions for any of your management needs. Promotions, booking, studio sessions, feature help, models for your music videos, and much more. Hit up Chris Kleiss with CWK Promotions. Booking from 15 to 30% cheaper. Models, $50 to $500 for your videos. Promotions of any kind. Studio sessions ranging from $35 to $175. And features from $10,000 to $250K. Hit up CWK Promotions now.
I'ma stay fresh with Kicks Casserole. Cop the latest with Kicks Casserole. Nothing less than Kicks Casserole. I'm at my best with Kicks Casserole. I'ma stay fresh with Kicks Casserole. Cop the latest with Kicks Casserole. Nothing less than Kicks Casserole. I'm at my best with Kicks Casserole.
Look, nigga, I'm dumb fly. Every time the sun rise, murder classrooms with my fresh since junior high. Fucking up the cafeteria, Columbia 11 highs. Chicks cutting hella eyes while I move with a smooth stride. North Carolina from head to toe, freshest that you know, and that remains from then on into tomorrow. So I'ma stay getting figures, macking bitches, getting bigger, and fresh from head to toe with Kicks Casserole.
Paper, gotta get the paper every day. I'm on a mission going at the paper. Paper, making moves as I cruise, going get this paper. Italian shoes, stylish jewels, screaming fuck you haters. Paper, gotta get the paper every day. I'm on a mission going at the paper. Paper, making moves as I cruise, going get this paper. Italian shoes, stylish jewels, screaming fuck you haters. Paper, yeah, that's all I know. Rich and black, help me lace my boots from the go. Matter of fact, let's take it back to 2004. Slinging packs, a pissy crack, out Buick goes. I was a hustler, I take 2 zips and make them fold. Forward stab, that was the track, if you must know. I had a sting that made it on cops. In the trailer, pointing the dope out, telling the ops. It was crazy, like any moment your shit could get knocked. Tuesday and Thursday, for real, they circled the block. Came out the door one day, somebody dead on the spot. Stretched out in the street, neighbors standing staring in awe. My first time seeing a dead body, and best believe it was over drugs and money probably. And the block went on, I think it even banged a little harder that day. Goes to show sorrow sells and crime pays around my way. Paper, gotta get the paper every day. I'm on a mission going at the paper. Paper, making moves as I cruise, going get this paper. Italian shoes, stylish jewels, screaming fuck you haters. this jewel, screaming, fuck you haters.
Constantly counting currency, contemplating on conquering the victory. Could it be that I have met defeat? Still out on the same block, serving the same goods. Daily mission is cop, feed it back to the hood. Shit, it's gotta be another way about it. It's either keep flipping these bricks or spitting that hot shit. Born an R&B crooner, but who would've known I'd flip it to rap sooner? The streets was calling, my time's limited for bitches and niggas on bullshit. I'm surrounding myself with niggas that bullshit, with full clips and hammers with rubber grips, hollow tips that explode as soon as they meet the surface. An old man told me once that what I do is worthless. I didn't feel him then, but I feel him now. So as I sit back and figure out another way to come up out this wild predicament while counting on my Benjamins, nigga.
Paper, gotta get the paper. Every day I'm on a mission going at the paper. Paper, gotta get the paper. Every day I'm on a mission going at the paper. Paper, gotta get the paper. Every day I'm on a mission going at the paper. Paper.
But that ain't what I'm about to spit up.
What it hitting for? I'ma tell the truth, you might like it or not. We gon' call this demonstration some food for thought. Little red Corvette, you burn it hot. If you don't respect yourself, then why should I? Food for thought, 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 food for thought. I'ma tell the truth, you might like it or not. We gon' call this demonstration food
This
for
was for the
thought.
hoes that be riffing, never listen or pay attention. Constantly keep a funky kitten in a nappy kitchen. How could you act so sedity? Really? You should be happy a nigga even spoke to you, silly. It ain't like your history's clean. I know you shined a couple hundred knobs, you're beyond Listerine. You the type to pass the pussy out for free. A nigga ain't gotta put in work, you make it easy to ski. Rug burns on your knees, silver fading off of your tongue ring. You done went rounds, better yet miles. Young turnout by the tender age of 16. Skipping school to go home and do the damn thing. How could you really be proud of yourself? Ain't hit the clinic up in years, you need to check on your health. Spreading STDs like rumors, your light skin, fat ass don't fool a nigga like me. I see through you, yes.
I'ma tell the truth, you might like it or not. We gon' call this demonstration some food for thought. Little red Corvette, you burning it hot. If you don't respect yourself, then why should I? Food for thought, 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 food for thought. I'ma tell the truth, you might like it or not. We gon' call this demonstration food for
Exchanging the
thought.
pussy for goods and services. Guess that's just how you barter. I hope that bag of weed was worth it. Cause by the time you use yourself up and get through twerking it, your pussy's gonna be so loose you can fit a Suburban in it. Use a hooker, not a classy lady. Shit, if you got pregnant, it be Rosemary's baby. Foaming with rabies. And everybody that you fuck with knows that you shady. Fucking everything from trifling ass niggas.
What up? All right, so let's talk music. Definition of the day: co-publishing agreement. All right, this is a pretty like tough definition right here. So if you've never heard of co-publishing, a lot of people probably haven't. Make sure that you save this because we absolutely make definition of the day clips. So save this clip. So what is a co-publishing agreement? Well, a co-publishing agreement means that while the music producer has ownership in the copyright and administers its exploitation, excuse me, another publisher, possibly a songwriter's own company, controls the other piece of the publisher's share of ownership. This type of agreement often happens when established songwriters who have a lot of power within the industry establish their own publishing entity and enter it into an agreement with another publisher. A co-publishing agreement. So Um, I imagine Prince, and high power artists that have gotten to a certain level of influence and level of their careers have brokered co-publishing agreements if they're signed with major record labels. So that's co-publishing. That's your definition of the day. Um, study it, remember it, uh, go back and find it somewhere and save it yourself because it's a very important definition. So, definition of the day, ladies and gentlemen, co-publishing. You got your co-pub right? Co-pub, you co-pubs in order. All right. Um. So next order of business, Shannon Doherty. If you guys remember her, this was pretty sad but encouraging. I appreciate her strength. Shannon Doherty, she was an actress on Beverly Hills 90210. She's the young girl right there with the brunette hair. She was the spicy character, always, spicing up and whatnot. Uh, she just came out and announced that she has cancer and it's spread to her brain. So that was pretty tough, man, reading about it. And she came out, she said, I want to let the world know now that I'm dealing with this, that I'm fighting this. And she went public with it because it spread to her brain. And just God bless her for coming out and saying something and putting herself in a position to be a face of a terrible battle, a battle that's been just something that we've uh, man just been fighting for years and years. And cancer is so ugly. I hate cancer. Everyone hates cancer. No one in their right mind likes it. Uh, I hate the C word altogether. That's how my father passed. He passed from cancer. So, um, yeah, you have to just do the best you can by your body. I'm trying to change that in my life now. My mind has been right. Now it's, focus on body. It's been sometimes you put your career first, sometimes you put all these other things first and you kind of forget about your body. So remember your body, try to incorporate it into something daily and just try to eat as best as you can because they're pumping us full of all kind of shit and it's just killing us. So, but God bless Shannon Doherty. Keep your eyes on her in the media. Look her up, and just follow her story because this is pretty important, um, inspiring, but also sad, but very inspiring. So, thank you, Shannon, for coming out, and God bless you on that battle. I'll be keeping an eye on you, and we'll be talking about it here on CrossFaded. I love the 90210, man. Like, as a kid, it was it was one of the shows that, I feel like as a black kid, you loved or hated it. And I found a love for it. Shoot, the white boys was super cool. The white girls was cute. If you peeped game as a young black kid, it really gave you good tips on just being social and commingling with you know white people and how they think and how they kind of move as kids in high school. So I appreciate 90210 for that. It definitely could help, definitely did help a black kid like me, you know what I'm saying, back in the day. And I was a kid that ended up being liked by everybody. Everybody was cool with me. I could move through every group, so um but yeah, man, we'll be right back in another quick second. Hang in there. All right. Rappers, producers, hip hop entertainers, hit up CWK Promotions for any of your management needs. Promotions, booking, studio sessions, feature help, models for your music videos, and much more. Hit up Chris Kleiss with CWK Promotions. Booking from 15 to 30% cheaper. Models, $50 to $500 for your videos. Promotions of any kind. Studio sessions ranging from $35 to $175. And features from $10,000 to $250K. Hit up CWK Promotions now.
stay fresh with Kicks Casserole. Cop the latest with Kicks Casserole. Nothing less than Kicks Casserole. I'm at my best with Kicks Casserole. I'ma stay fresh with Kicks Casserole. Cop the latest with Kicks Casserole. Nothing less than Kicks Casserole. I'm at my best with Kicks Casserole. Look, nigga, I'm dumb fly. Every time the sun rise, murder classrooms with my fresh since junior high. Fucking up the cafeteria, Columbia 11 highs. Chicks cutting hella eyes while I move with a smooth stride. North Carolina from head to toe. Freshest that you know, and that remains from then on into tomorrow. So I'ma stay getting figures, macking bitches, getting bigger, and fresh from head to toe with Kicks Casserole.
Yo, yo, yo. Um,
Like it or not, we gon' call this
it's been
demonstration.
brought to my attention, man, that I've been slipping. Let me step over here to the comments, man, and say what's up, man, to my peoples, man. My bad, man. I just kind of been flowing and rolling. Um, Shout out to A Dog, man. My man A Dog is in the house once again. As usual, if you don't know who A Dog is one of my street team correspondents coming out of M Town. You know what I'm saying? This is my cousin right here. This is my family. Street team correspondent extraordinaire. A Dog, be careful, man. He said he's driving and it's raining. Be careful out there in the rain, man. While you driving and just chime in when you can. Thank you for always chiming in, brother. Um, and thank you so much to the lovely, lovely Lizzo. That's Melissa Thomas right there, who you're seeing. She is my PA and one of the best damn show assistants that I've ever had with any show, whether it's live or concert venue. She's an event strategist herself, and she has brought tremendous value to what we're doing here. So love, love, love her to death. Um, Thank you for tuning in, Lizzo. And shout out to AP, man. What up, A Dog, man? I mean, my bad. I might. His name is AP. You know what I mean? But I may have slipped and say A Dog to him sometime too. But we got to distinguish here. AP is my boy, man. If you don't know who AP is, man, you need to check him out, man. He's got a barber shop that's off the chains. AP, I'm gonna be swinging down there to holler at you soon too, man. Damn, I'm shitty. I ain't got the address right here in front of me, but my man's got a barber shop that you need to go get cut at. He's got the master touch with the clippers. He's a bad boy. Shout out to AP, man. Asher Parker, man, coming out of Naptown. If you in town, you need to hit him up and you need to go get yourself a cut. Um, and you need to go get yourself, your beard took care of and all that good stuff. So shout out to AP, man. Absolutely. That's what's up. Um, so yeah, man. Let's keep it moving. Um, so what else is going on out here in this crazy world? Um, yeah, we just got through talking about Zion's crazy ass, man. That dude is terrible. On the uplifting side of things, my man Bun B is out here killing it. And this is very important that I share this. Excuse my phone too, yo. It's very important that I share this because uh this is a black empowerment move right here. And I want musically for people to understand what's really going on out there in Texas and how they're really navigating the music business and how they're um, transcending into more than just artists because you have to because the lifespan the life cycle of an artist is so short depending on your impact. You're not going to get out here and be Michael Jackson like you think you are, in your mind, but you don't. It doesn't end up like that for most artists. You have to have something special. So I love their format in Houston, And with Bun B, what he's chosen to do is he's chosen to go into the restaurant business and open up this really cool looking franchise because he is franchising, and it's called Bun B's Trill Burgers. Officially opens its first brick and mortar store in Houston. So it's Bun B's Trill Burgers, excuse me. And this is the first brick and mortar location, but I've been seeing him taking burgers around to people at shows, backstage. I've been seeing him moving the Trill Burgers like all year. So he probably got some trucks, I would imagine, because he's been moving them and people been on social media with him. So hey, we going to Texas. I don't know when it is, but I need to get there. I need to have that Trill Burger. I've been to Texas once, and that was in like 2018, 2019. I was in Dallas, Texas, I think. So, but yeah, like I'm going to Texas because I need to get that burger. I need that. Um, Two things. Gotta support him. This brother comes from, if you don't know who Bun B is, he's one half of UGK. Shout out and RIP to Pimp C, the late Pimp C. He is one half of UGK and he is out here doing his thing. Um, Bun B has come a long way, and the transformation from a rapper going platinum on songs with people like Jay Z and uh, man, whoever else you can name, Outkast, Andre 3000, all them. Bun B he's a legend, revered hip hop artist. He's you know one of your cornerstone hip hop guys coming out of the South in Texas, standing right next to like Ghetto Boys and them. So look at that transformation though, coming from being the artist that he was and now into the restaurant business with Trill Burger and doing what he's doing. Jump to another artist out there, Slim Thug, getting it out the dirt, out there grinding with Paul Wall and Chameleonaire and them, putting out music and whatnot, and now transforming himself into like a real estate investor with a portfolio of all kinds of houses that he's built in deprived areas out there in Houston. Like these guys, these guys are in a state where it's so much money out there. You got so many industries out there, and they're not letting the rap ceiling hang over them. These guys are more than rappers, and this is something to be followed because if you're out there and you're an aspiring rapper and you're trying to get yourself in the game, you have to think of your exit strategy, and you have to think of more revenue legs underneath yourself than just rap. You good business person I heard named Susie Orman said this. If you know who Susie Orman is, if you don't, look her up. You need at least 7 revenue streams. You need that diversity underneath you so that you can have a lengthy, comfortable, lifestyle. That's not even saying prosperous necessarily, because it matters what those 7 streams are, but that's just saying to get some kind of comfort close to a guarantee, you need about 7 different revenue streams. All right. So, if you out here just thinking you're going to wrap your way into Columbia Records and then sign $1 million deal, even if you do, that money's a loan. So you negative $1 million, but just a great model to follow. And I cannot wait to taste those Trill Burgers. Like, absolutely. Shout out to Bun B. Yeah. So yeah, man, like I was saying, some empowering stuff, man. Like what's going on out there, on the positive side of things, man. We need to hear that. Before I jump into what else is coming up next, I'm gonna wet my beak, take a quick breather, and I'll be right back with you here shortly. So stick around.
fresh with Kicks Casserole. Cop the latest with Kicks Casserole. Nothing less than Kicks Casserole. I'm at my best with Kicks Casserole. I'ma stay fresh with Kicks Casserole. Cop the latest with Kicks Casserole. Nothing less than Kicks Casserole. I'm at my best with Kicks Casserole. Look, nigga, I'm dumb fly. Every time the sun rise, murder classrooms with my fresh since junior high. Fucking up the cafeteria, Columbia 11 highs. Chicks cutting hella eyes while I move with a smooth stride. North Carolina from head to toe. Freshest that you know, and that remains from then on into tomorrow. So I'ma stay getting figures, macking bitches, getting bigger, and fresh from head to toe with Kicks Casserole.
It's not just music, it's classics.
Okay, I got some game for you. I got some game for you. I got some game for you. Omega versus Omega. I got some game for you.
See, that's $1 million song right there.
So tell me, really, don't you think it's fucked up when niggas be twisting shit into submission, forgetting that MOB is the mission, letting pussy take over the brain? There could be some other things, regardless of what you call it, a chain reaction. Dissatisfaction to the game, the pocket and partner, cause he didn't get into this marijuana or drug business just to be bullshitting while you on the sideline with your fake pimpin'. Nigga, please listen. I understand that niggas got hella shit up on their mind, but man, you can't let it affect the grind. Too easy to look back after you done fell all the way off and be like, damn, how the fuck I do that? Now, you losing all of your money, man, you losing your dough. This next blow is worse, man, you losing your hoes, you pawning your jewelry, you pawning your clothes, you selling your whip, so now you need to ride the road. Oh, I seen it before. Niggas fall flat on their face from trying to reach grace, stand on the floor. I said it before. Those that are mind, body, and soul should be prepared for the woe. Go ahead, let it go. Whether it's shots of electrical, lyrical watts, I live from the foe. I'm bred for the cold. Saint Bernard like pedigree, but really I'm a pit to the bone. All OG strains here, no clones. Too many niggas biting other niggas' flows. My style's my nigga, go get your own. Go get your own. Go get your own. That's why nigga better.
That's all right. Let her get a sniff on.
Let her get a sniff on.
Yeah.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Hey.
We
We are.
right,
Man, we don't know, man. I gotta tell you about that. I'm about to tell you about that right now. We just pulling back up live. Man.
We all the way live.
All the way live. What up, y'all? We are back. We are back. We are back.
What's up? I didn't get my intro, though. Are we going to sports or are we still on the
Oh no, we ain't hop nowhere yet. We just you just popping in. You just joining us.
Well then dude.
Y'all know who it is.
CrossFaded family, my CrossFaded.
That's right, the one and only. Never left by my lonely when I got the right hand man right here, extraordinaire, Mr. Jerome Murphy.
Thank you.
Yes.
Thank you for your undulations.
Yeah, man. I missed a couple comments, man. Gratitude, says AP. Thank you, man, for tuning in as usual. But like I told y'all, rewind that tape and remember Asher Parker. Look him up. Y'all need to go to his barbershop. I'm sorry I don't have that address, but man, support my guy because he's a bad boy, and I'm pretty sure he got some bad boys in there with him. So shout out
I need to go have him check me out. Look, I got it coming all up the sides of my head. He need to tell you, he need to line up my squares, get my back right, line up my corners.
Yeah, he can do wonders on the ball. Hey,
got a bowling ball.
Do wonders. A-Dog says Underground King talking about Bun B. Yeah, he is, man. 2 Chainz is opening a new restaurant here in Memphis as well. It's called Esco Restaurant and Tapas. Really? Man. Okay. That's what's up, man. You know what I mean? I love 2 Chainz. He's somebody that I definitely absolutely love musically and as an individual.
Where's he from?
2 Chainz is, I believe he's from Atlanta.
Atlanta?
Yeah, he's from Atlanta. So I'm kind of like, dang, he's opened this up in Memphis. Okay.
So what's wrong with Atlanta? 2 Chainz?
Shoot, it might be a little congested with restaurants and when I first think about
Oh
it.
yeah, well, Atlanta is a metropolis. It's not. It's not
Yeah,
even Gotham. It went straight to metropolis.
yeah, yeah.
Mhm.
That's what's up, man. I'm gonna have to look into that, man. That's coming from our street team affiliate, man. Like I told you earlier, hey dog,
Hey, cool.
saying 2 Chainz opening a restaurant in Memphis, Tennessee. Ain't that about nothing, man?
Hey,
And
dog.
Memphis
Whoop,
got
whoop.
man, one thing I can say about Memphis, man, is
Yeah.
I really have not done a lot of eating out in Memphis.
Wow.
Like my family never says anything about anywhere in particular. People are cooking
Right.
all the time in
I'm
Memphis.
not from there, but I heard of what's it called? Beale Street? That everybody goes on. Is it Beale? Is
I've
that
been
in
on
Memphis?
Beale. Yep, Beale Street.
They said that's where you can get the best barbecue in town. They claim that's the rumor, but
Just why ain't nobody ever saying hey dog, tell me something about this, man. It is the best barbecue on Beale Street. Like why come people don't never say nothing about the why come y'all, and because I can't say people, like family, like
yeah.
why come y'all don't never, is something's wrong? Tell me if something's wrong with the food outside in
You know
Memphis.
what? You know what? I think it is. Why go out and give somebody else money? The family can get together and we can feed each other and we all have the fellowship and stuff. And why you have to go to a restaurant? Like you said, you break out a grill.
Absolutely.
And most of the best chefs are men and black men at that. That's massa. Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely.
So maybe it's that respect. I don't know.
It's crazy, man. And I always eat good when I'm there. Everybody cooks like they just, like they have, a restaurant they damn self.
Right.
Like, just
Right.
man,
And when the family come together, it's like a home family restaurant because everybody picture they bring in the goodies, and
yeah.
So they figure, why go out when we can eat at home for
Yeah.
free?
Only thing I've heard about food outside is Dixie Queen, and they're fire. They're like a steak and shake or something like that. Yeah, and they stupid fire.
Really?
Yeah,
Wow.
yeah. They're like in these little shack of little, like a little, kind of like a rally style setup, but even more hoodish looking.
Wow.
Because the buildings are old, but man, the burger fired in a motherfucker, boy. Yeah. So Dixie Queen, I heard of them, and then I heard about just at Slaw Dogs at as a whole. That's a type of hot dog. So not a particular place I ain't heard, but Slaw Dogs.
Slaw Dogs.
Yeah, and they take and put coleslaw on top.
They're
of the dog.
doing stuff with food now, especially when you go to the ballpark. Before we get to sports, but you can go to a ballpark and you can get a dog with slaw and pretzel bun and pickle and fries on it. They're just piling all up and saying, "Go for it, boy!" Woo! They're doing stuff at ballparks and minor league and major league. Because the major leagues, they're eating sushi in ballpark. We've never heard about eating sushi in baseball.
Sushi at the baseball park.
Sushi, drinking red wine. When you go to play baseball back in the days, it was Cracker Jacks, it was peanuts, it was beer, it was sunflower seeds. It was those were your bases when you went to a ballpark, and what you got now, they're drinking wine, eating lobster, there's shrimp, there's steak houses in the ballpark. They've just taken it to a whole nother level. Just like the football games. You can just go for pizza. You can go for anything you want in these ballparks, boy. But for another time.
Yeah.
Yeah. And if I can, if anybody in our area, please support your local minor league franchise. You get more bang for your buck than you do with your major league boys because they have family night. They have a little bit more for you to come out. In our town right now, in Indianapolis, we have the Indianapolis Indians. We have a ballpark right downtown, minor league team.
Indianapolis Indians.
Indianapolis Indians, and they are still politically incorrect, so they say. But hey, you can be an Indian, you can be a cowboy, you can do what you want in America, But support your local minor league team because those are the stars of tomorrow. You will see because they're owned by your major league guys. So I think, and don't quote me on this, I think the Indianapolis Indians are owned by the Cincinnati Reds. I think the Reds.
So that's where they're gonna go up
right,
to.
Right. Yeah, this is like minor league. I don't know if it's triple A, double A, or single A. It's one of the A balls, and from them, you know, if they get great, they go up to the majors, and the majors would be Cincinnati in Ohio. So yeah, but guy, I know we're not on sports yet, but guy, it all intermingles. It all intermingles.
All intermingles.
Have you heard from Lisa Montgomery, the Montgomery
I don't think
podcast?
she has tuned in today. You know what? I don't know how she. I think. Oh yeah, I must have sent a message to her brother. In a minute, we're gonna be on a system where people are getting alerted on social media, rather than because what I have to do is kind of alert our warm crowd people like her.
Yeah.
What I kind of have to do is go down through text and alert people. And
see, I have a roommate right now. She was trying to get on. She was like, "Well, how do I get on?" I said, "Well, you go to CrossFaded. Look at the shirt." I said, "Take a picture of the shirt, tap it in, have it do a search, see if you can find a link, and then it says some cloud something or other." So if you could send my roommate, you know, a link to the show. She wants to see the show and she wants to help build because she's got people all over. They're up and down Florida. They're here. They're there. They're everywhere. They're here. Oh, they're there. They're everywhere.
Yeah, absolutely. I will,
yeah,
man.
please.
I will.
We can grow the fan base. That's what we're here to do. You know.
Yeah, absolutely.
Fan base. Yeah.
A Dog responded and he said, well, it really depends on the person as far as barbecue, because we have several good barbecue places all around town.
Yes.
Because as a city, everyone cranks up the grill, men and women. That's what I experienced. Like,
really,
that's how Memphis be. Like ever since a kid, we never went to go out to eat nowhere in Memphis.
Yeah.
Like we didn't go out to eat. It was good ass food at somebody's crib in Memphis. Yeah,
it was a get together. It was a gathering. It was like, this goes back to our African roots, where we all get together and we gather and we all
good food
good
too.
Food, great food. What are you talking about? Everybody got to have their personal best, and it's expected every year. Have you ever heard? Well, I like Aunt Julie potato salad. She makes the best potato salad in town, and then when she don't bring that potato salad to the reunion or to the gathering and stuff, nobody ain't drinking. Nobody ain't eating it. Nobody ain't eating it. She made the best sweet potato pie.
Potato pie.
Potato pie. And she was the only one that was able to bring it. If you tried to broach her pie, you were shunned. You were talked about. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Lizzo says, no different from how there are now bars in the movie theaters. I've been sneaking all these years. I ain't going to stop.
Yeah. It really got big with Hollywood Filmworks, because before Hollywood Filmworks bars, it was a bar and a grill and a theater. You never used to have that where you could have alcohol, you could have pizza in the movie theater. I mean, it was popcorn, M&Ms, Goobers, Raisinets.
Yeah.
You never had it like that. At least when I was growing up, I'm a little bit older than this generation. I'm not trying to show my age. Look, I ain't got no hair.
Yeah, I'm sneaking shit in the theater.
Yeah, you go.
I am too.
Hey, I'm walking everywhere. Can I have a cup of ice, please? Ice water. Just pour the water out, and there you go.
Yeah. For real.
Yeah.
I come from that too.
Wow.
Yeah.
Imagine what it's like now to go to the movies. I mean, when I went to the movies when I was a kid, and I was the last movie when I was able to see, was Conan the Barbarian. I was able to see Conan in the movie theater. The E.T. came out. I lost my sight after E.T. So I got to see E.T. in my mind and put it together and stuff. And it was a great movie, even though I wasn't able to see it, but I was able to see it. You know what I mean? I shared it with everybody in the theater, and Star Wars too. I wasn't able to see it then. But
what year do you lose sight again?
I lost sight twice in life. I lost sight in this eye when I was 6 years old due to a freak snowball accident with my sister.
Yeah.
And I was playing with her. I hit her in the back, and when I came up, she had one knocked her left eye out at 6. And at 14, like I told you, I was walking down the street in the Bronx, New York, minding my business. This guy was hungry. He was trying to steal a pack of chicken. He stuck it in his pants and he ran out of the supermarket, ran into me and knocked me over, and I hit my head on the concrete and lost my ride. My eye was going out, and I didn't say anything because I was living in I was living with people that didn't understand, and the vision was deteriorating slowly to the point where I couldn't actually say it. Then they finally figured it out. So that was at 14. So I lost sight twice of life, and one through a snowball, ice ball, and one through a pack of chicken. At 14, and from there we went on, and I got to meet Omega, and this is how I am the man I am today.
Sir, that deserves an applause.
Thank you. Thank you.
Yes, sir.
Thank you for your undulation. Yeah.
A-Dog says back in response to the barbecue situation.
Yes.
And honestly, I guess we really just don't eat out as much. Fast food is taking over. You have those spots everywhere.
And then it was a push on fast food. They were giving us crap. They were giving us polyunsaturated fats and stuff. They were putting too much stuff in the grease or reusing the grease and stuff until the government cracked down and told them they had to cut that out and do better grease. And now you notice food don't taste like it used to. Am I right, A-Dog? That's why it's better to cook at home. The best food comes from your own hand, A-Dog. Am I right?
Yeah, it does, man.
Yeah.
Yep, he said Jerome knows all facts. It's more of a family thing.
Yeah, sir.
Yeah.
And food don't taste better because who touched it last, what's going on. It wasn't dropped on the floor in the back, dusted off, and handed back to you, as you see. What was that movie? Burgers, what was the movie where they showed how the fast food industry, people were dropping food on the floor, picking it up, and
I don't know what movie that is.
No, there was a movie.
Hell no.
Oh, they had a movie. A CrossFaded Nation. Somebody knows the name of that movie where they just showed.
You talking about Super Size Me?
Well, no. This is before. This was like in the 70s, 80s, maybe.
And people was dropping food on the floor.
The cooks, the ones in the back, because they were so pressed and straight, the McDonald's and things like that,
This is a documentary?
Or was it a movie?
God, man.
Yeah. You didn't know what you was in. People spitting on your sandwich and stuff, there was stuff going on back in the 70s and the 80s.
Oh, my God.
Yeah. That's why they had to move out the old crowd. I don't know how old A-Dog is. A-Dog probably knows story. That's why they got to the point where they wanted you want to see who's making your sandwiches. They make they give you a big old thing where you see them handling your food right in front of you now instead of like it was before.
Yeah.
Well, people, they have to move so fast, so much. Once they drop your bun, your burger on the floor, pick it up, dust it off, stack it off, get it moving. It was like the assembly line at Ford,
I hope ain't nobody ever done that to me.
No, I hope not. But you went to a and you worked in fast food. You seen it happen.
I didn't work in the grill, I worked at the register, so I never worked in the grill. I wasn't old enough to work in the grill.
You was in the glamorous site, but you was the one that they gave the money to.
Man,
you was the money bag. You was the money bag.
I hope they didn't. I hope
not
they ain't done me like that, man.
And for those who don't know, this is how going back to in Chicago. The name of the book is The Jungle. If you've never read The Jungle by Upton Sinclair, because of that book, it revolutionized meat packing in America. Because everything back in those days went to Chicago, and he highlighted all the stuff they were doing to meat and stuff and selling to the consumers and stuff.
What's the name of his book again?
The name of the book is The Jungle.
The Jungle.
The author is Upton Sinclair. If you don't have anything to do, it's a good read, and you will learn a lot about meat processing, where it comes from, how they do it. A lot of people say, I don't want to look behind the curtain to see how the sausage is made. Yes, you do. Yes, you do. Because then you might not want that sausage. You might not want that hot dog anymore. You might not. You might want to choose yourself a more prime meat. Or, like most people we know, learn how to make your own.
Yeah.
Because it comes better and better and cleaner from your own hand. That's just a tip off from a man.
Make your
It's
own.
a tip off for you. Make your own. Get your own. Make your own. Build your own. Become your own. This is what Omega has taught me about empowerment.
Oh,
Make your own. Be your own. Get your own. You can come with somebody else, but have your own.
Yeah, I love to cook. I
Oh
love
my
to
God.
cook for my loved ones. I love to cook for
Oh my
myself.
God. This guy was born with a chef hat on his head. I don't know how Mama Cheryl was able to keep him down, but then her boo kitty.
Come on, man. Now, we got to keep that down. Yeah. We can't put that up. You know what I'm saying?
Mama,
come on, man.
Kitty,
Come on, man. God damn, man.
I got it blessed.
Oh, man.
Yes, sir.
Damn.
For those who don't know, that's inside the behind the scenes thing. If you know him, you know him. And me and Mama know him.
Hey, shit.
Where's our man, Mr. Corey? Was the other representative? I hope he check in.
Man, I don't know. I ain't heard from B Right. Hey, dog, where's B Right at, man? B Right. I didn't get to tell you about B Right. B Right, which is to you guys watching, is our other street team affiliate and brother in arms, man. Him and A Dog and Corey. But these two men in particular, especially A Dog and B Right, they in Memphis together. They, them is my guys, man. But B Right got himself overworked, man, and his heart did a what's what they got the machine on there where it's the defibrillator on there. Yeah, and he got shocked while he was at work because he was overworking himself.
See?
So
pace yourself, B Right. Pace yourself.
You gotta slow down.
You gotta slow down. What's his name? Bobby V. Slow down.
Yeah. Slow down, cuz. So I'm waiting to hear from him. I talked to him yesterday, but I'm waiting to see him pop up on the show. I don't know if he's gonna pop up, but yeah, I want to tell B Right, man. I want him to go ahead, man, and post up, man, at the crib. He's supposed to be here this weekend. Right. I want him to sit himself down, man.
B Right. Shut it down.
Yeah.
I'm gonna get to know you.
I just want my man to heal,
Heal it down.
Yeah. Yep. Hopping over to the comments though, man. Lizzo says, always spray over your food. The way our society is now, we really have no way to know how food is handled at any point.
Oh my God! From beginning, I can't hear myself. Am I on? Hello? Nope, I'm not.
Yeah, you on?
Are you?
Yeah.
I mean, she's right. She's right. You just don't know.
Yeah.
And most people, when they buy their meat from the supermarket, they wrap it up and just throw it in the freezer. They rinse that bad boy off a little bit, rinse up, and then wrap her up and put her in the freezer.
Yeah. Man.
It was really bad back in I forget which era it was, but if anybody, like I said, Punch Up the Jungle by Uppington Sinclair, you probably won't eat meat ever again once you read this book. Tell you the truth, you probably won't eat meat because this was before the regulations with it, and then there's still stuff getting away and stuff that we don't know about when it comes to meat and things like that.
Melissa says, I saw the Domino's sugar plant in New Orleans the last time I was there and have since been thoroughly disgusted. She showed me, as a matter of fact, a video of the Domino's sugar plant. You know Domino's.
Yeah, see?
The Domino's brand.
Domino brand, yeah. And we grew up with that.
Yeah.
And I like to say, for myself, Domino sugar is your leading cause of cancer. It's processed sugar. It's not good for you. It's not good for you. I went through 2.5 years of chemo and chemotherapy, and he said it's the chocolate, it's the processed sugar, it's the everybody loves that sugar. I've been laying off of it, and I've been clean for my last set of checks. I go in August again. And I'll find out if I'm going to be even cleaner. Once I do, I ring the bell. But yeah, they say that processed sugar is what kills you. That's what causes your cancer. That's the rumor. All
right.
Yeah. So for those that love the Dominoes, those that love that white cane sugar, you might want to check yourself because you might wreck yourself because you like it sweet. There are alternative plant-based alternatives, which is what I'm on. Expedia, I think it's called. It's a more of a floury sugar and stuff, and it's better than saccharin and the other stuff that supposedly gives you abnormal brain waves and things like that. But yeah, there are alternatives to pure cane granulated sugar. There, if you're African American, you know what they say. If it's too sweet, it's bad for you. If it's too salty, it's bad for you.
Yeah.
So you got to find a happy medium in between.
Yeah.
You know.
Man, I saw that video. Melissa showed me from the Domino Sugar Plant.
Oh.
And they got this big ass. It looks like a big long dumpster, and it sits out in the open all day, and birds are like flying by shitting
on there,
and I'm sure it's probably you can't see the bugs in the video, but
it's a sugar plant, so
this is Domino Sugar Plant.
You got vermin, you got things that are attracted to sweet.
And it just sits outside, and they take this big scooper thing that looks like a big ass like dumpster, big long. It's about as long as a truck bed, not a truck bed, but a semi truck back. What's the trailer?
Like what, a 40-foot dumpster?
It's like a long trailer.
Yeah.
And they scoop that sugar up, and birds is flying all around and everything.
Yeah.
And then they take that scoop inside, and then they put it through a process. But the raw is sitting outside, and it's sitting outside all day.
All day. Exposed to the elements.
It's garbage. Yep.
Wow.
It's crazy.
Yeah.
So that's what she was talking about, man.
See, we should have had the video so people can see it. I expect you to have excellence to have the video so we can look at it. I want to see it.
I know, man. I wish I could. I wasn't ready for that one. That was just that's her personal video. Like I need her video to show you that. It's gross. Gross.
Many of the gross nowadays is done to us. Food and stuff.
Oh snap!
You take a chance when you go out and eat these fast foods. You take a chance.
Oh snap! We got somebody just tuned in, man.
Who
Taliban Kid is in the house.
No,
man.
not the number one. Taliban
Kid. Taliban Kid.
Taliban
He is in the house, man.
Tally.
What's going down with him?
Tally is too hot. The yards are burning, my guy. The yards are burning.
That's my man right there, y'all. Shout out to Taliban Kid.
Let's plug his business. My man will trim your hedges. He will cut your grass. He will cut your tree. My man does it all.
I do not have a business card handy.
God.
Hey,
Taliban, can you send us one through an email?
I can't look at emails.
You can't do emails.
No way we send a text. If he can send a text right now to 809. So so if you can.
Young Taliban, get on this platform, y'all. Get on this platform.
Y'all don't know
over 25 million views, bro.
If y'all don't know who Taliban Kid is, y'all will soon. We're gonna have him on the show.
If you live in
Indianapolis, friend of mine, he's a dope artist, and he's a business owner. He owns a music company. He also owns a lawn care company. He's multi-versatile, multi-talented. Shout out to my man Sipper. I call him Sipper the God. If you ain't never caught that sip, I call you Sipper the God.
Well,
and that's because as black men, we all are gods. You got that God-like presence on you, so I'll be like Sipper the God.
I never
told you, but Taliban Kid is the name. You know what I mean?
And we talking about he's a bad mother. Shut your mouth.
But
my man Sipper.
Slap the shit out of him. Sipper the God, boy. Sipper the God slap the shit out of him. Yeah, that's my guy, man. So shout out to him, man.
By the way, Sipper the God, step aside. We can talk about that business. I gave you a number. That job is still looming. I'm in your corner, bro. I'm in your corner.
Okay. Yeah. I'm sure he'll be, he'll get it right.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, man. So
we're talking about that 1911 Bozat job. I'm nudging and pushing them. They're kind of slow on it, but I'm gonna make it happen, my guy, because he's a young T in the house.
He said out the gate, OG. He said, I'm definitely waiting. I'm waiting.
Man,
Okay.
they need to
Said,
come on. My man needs a
still
job.
waiting
Still waiting.
you to come back.
Yeah.
Super the guy, man. That's my guy, man.
Oh, hey. Often imitated,
Never
never duplicated.
duplicated,
Oh
man.
no, he got brothers that look just like him.
Hey man, I ran into that nigga's brother
You know what I'm
at
saying?
the gas station,
Yeah.
And I was like, because he pulled up, it was a different little car at the time. It's probably been about a year ago.
Right.
And he pulled up to the gas. I ain't gonna say where we keep locations private here, y'all.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So
Yeah.
I pulled up on him at the gas station locally, you know what I mean? And I was like, Sid. And, and he turned around and he didn't really say what's up, but it's like he acknowledged. And then I was like, damn, that ain't Sid, but he looked just like him.
Yeah. You know what they
like,
say?
My bad. And he said, man, that's my brother.
Yeah. You know what they used to say? They look just like him, as if he pissed them out. You know,
man,
that's what they said down
twin.
south. That's what they say down south. He looked just like him, as if he pissed them out.
Yeah,
twin. Yeah. Wow. Yeah. But yeah, if you need lawn care and stuff, if he can send his number and stuff, hey, you need your.
Oh yeah, I ain't tell you this.
Yes.
So yeah, let me tell you about this, man. And by the way, speaking to my rough, demeanor, because I'm rough for a reason. We do have an awesome video shoot this Saturday. And Taliban Kid is going with us.
Oh, he is?
He's going with us. He's bringing, I think, 2 of his sons with him. So he's coming in like a group of 3 or 4.
I guess his sons look like him because his brothers look like him. They got the imprint.
Yeah, we'll see. We're gonna get to see.
Do you get to see? If they look like him, as if he pissed them out.
Yeah. So yeah, he coming to shoot. And shout out to you, Sid, man, because like I said, man, just my guy. I moved over here, keeping it, in this vicinity, keeping it to myself and running into you and Sid. That really just made a hell of a community.
Help build a network. Help build a network.
Man, he was ready because I called Sid, because we had a couple of people that we had to sit back. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I'm like, damn. I said, man, we want to get some more bodies on the field. So and I called Sid and. He was like, boom, I'm ready, and I got 2 more. So yeah,
that's gonna be awesome. That's gonna be awesome.
Yeah, it's gonna be fun, man.
I get to hang out with the young team. I don't know if I'm worried that he's young Taliban. Most people have to pay a ticket to come and sit next to this man. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
he's young Taliban.
Absolutely. Sip, we got some good eats too. We gonna have some good eats at a break when we stop, and then we gonna go right back at it again, man. So tell you boys and y'all get ready, man, and we'll see y'all, man, down there at the pickup spot.
At the pickup spot. I'll see you there too, young D.
I'm ready too, man.
Boy.
So, yeah, that's why I'm looking kind of rough right now, man, because I'm getting ready to go film in a video shoot. We're out in the brush. My man Balboa, I don't know where Balboa's at. I was hoping he was gonna chime in.
Yeah.
We're gonna be doing a sit down too with Balboa. This
now, who is Balboa again?
Balboa, if you haven't heard me speak that name, is a dope artist and engineer from Indianapolis.
Sound mixing engineer.
Yes.
Sound master.
Yes. One of the best. And he don't even know it,
Ooh.
So yeah, Balboa will be sitting in with us this month. I'll let you guys know when that date is. That's coming up very soon because he just released a new album, and that new album is called The Breakup with him and his partner, Cold Blooded. So we're gonna be putting Balboa up here very soon. Pretty soon you're gonna see Sipper the God, aka Taliban Kid, too, up here when he releases some stuff coming up soon because he's working in the lab. Yes, he's in the laboratory from what I heard.
He's in the lab.
Yes. In the laboratory. So he gonna be sitting on. He gonna sit in with us too.
Oh man,
that's my guy. I just want him to have some music out so we can send him right to the joints. But he got a great catalog.
Yes.
Him and his brothers are fantastic artists. They got a couple of songs that I fuck with.
This could be the Jackson 5 of Indianapolis. So that the ones that came up in
Gary.
But Gary. Him and his brothers, they could be the
Jackson 5,
the Zippers of Don.
You're southern boy too.
Who?
Sid.
Really?
Sid from the South.
He from the South?
Yeah.
Oh, I ain't talking to him no more. Forget it.
From the South, man. I didn't know that, man.
What part of the South? What is it, Memphis?
I can't remember. It ain't Memphis. I
Further
can't remember
south?
where he said.
No. If he was a North Carolina boy, then we gonna get together and
I
move
don't
some
think
shit.
North Carolina.
Yeah, well,
But
that's the
yep,
South.
he from the South. And if you listen close, you can hear the Southern
Well,
twang.
drawn in
You
it.
know what I'm saying? Yeah.
No,
It's
he's
a little. It's in there a little bit.
Oh yeah, my man is tight.
Yeah.
I'm
He
like,
said he's from Jackson, Mississippi.
ah,
Jackson. Yep.
oh,
Damn.
well,
So he's South.
He's
South. Yeah.
He down
All
there
my
where them
family
boys
from
used to
Memphis,
sweat,
man.
boy. They used to sweat.
Yeah. Damn, I hate
Jackson,
dog, you ain't
man.
coming and be right. Cause that, it'd be nice for you to meet my family that's
man.
coming out of Memphis, man.
Wow.
But Jackson, man. You would never think, you know what I'm saying? You gotta like a city demeanor, you know what I'm saying? Like laid back, but cool, city demeanor, like watching a nigga.
Oh yeah.
I'm watching you, but I'm cool.
I'm
you know what I'm saying? That's how, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's my nigga, man.
There's only one like that. There's only one like that.
And everything. Yeah.
Yes, sir.
So, yeah, Jackson, man.
Get
It's
Jackson
crazy.
ahead. Get Jackson.
Yeah, man. Jackson. Yeah. Hey, man.
Let me holler from Jackson.
Who came out of Jackson? The artist. Who is that? Who am I thinking of? That's the biggest thing from Jackson. Rapper. Mississippi. Who is that? What's his name?
He's from Tupelo, Mississippi. He
got the David Banner. I think David Banner.
Yeah, probably.
Is out of Jackson, Mississippi.
So my favorite joke from Richard Pryor is, I'm from Tupelo, Mississippi. He said, "What's that near? Near one below." That's my favorite Richard Pryor joke.
Yeah.
Tupelo.
Yeah.
Well,
Oh man, it's all good. A-Dog saying I can't make it to the shoot, to the video shoot. That's all right, man. It's gonna be plenty more though, A-Dog, for sure.
Man, A-Dog, see, I was hoping to sit there and lock horns with you and talk some sports, because it's gonna be a sports section. We gonna talk sports. We gonna throw the ball around. I'm gonna miss it.
It's gonna be plenty more, A-Dog. Trust that, man. Yeah. So oh man, yeah, it is David Banner. Yeah,
David Banner.
Said, and Boo Ross Cini. I don't know who that is.
The only thing I remember was David Banner. What did he had? He was a Young Thug Hardcore. Boom, 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 boom. I think he was working on that group. I think David Banner had that kind of group. I could be wrong. Boom, boom,
yeah.
Boom, 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 boom.
It don't sound familiar.
You don't sound familiar?
Matter of fact, I tell you what that sound like. That sound like it kind of sound like you was about to do Superstitious, Stevie Wonder.
No. Boom, 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 boom. So, hey, as a matter of fact, I might even bring the guitar Saturday and pick a strum and grunt.
Good out there.
Yeah, my man Omega bought me a 6-string guitar for my birthday last year before. I might bring the guitar out.
Should.
Yeah, so let anybody who want to play show their skills. I'll show my skills. We talk sports. It's one and coming fun for all.
Ooh. Hey, we got somebody that just popped in here.
Is somebody I know?
No, you don't know this man, but I need to introduce this man.
Excuse me.
Last show, his sister was here.
Uh-oh.
And this man right here is a great friend of mine. I gotta stop everything right now. I ain't talked to this man in a minute. Me and this man have been good friends since school. Nope. His name is he's the other half of the Dope Show with the name they haven't decided on, which is called
Pat.
No. Yes, his name is Pat. Patrick Montgomery.
Patrick Montgomery.
The other half of the host of Lisa Montgomery. What was the name of the show that the name of the show? Not the name of the show, but the potential name of the show. What was she saying? What were we throwing around last
I had a bath, but I didn't have no soap. I think that's what it was.
No, manifest that
Melissa?
Man, help us out. How did they manifest that? I can't remember. But yeah, your sister's working on a dope show name, Pat, man. So, but shout out to the other half of the show here today with us, Pat Montgomery. What's up, man? I hope you've been doing well. Like I told your sister when she was here last show, where the fuck is the Cayenne seasoning.
Oh God.
Where's the ghost pepper seasoning?
Ooh.
You have no idea what all the shit I put that in. I need some more. I will buy
Oh my
like
God. Oh
I
my
will
God.
buy like a Sam's Club size seasoning container from you.
Hey,
I'm serious. That shit was fire, and it was not just heat; it was taste
oh
as
yeah.
well.
I bet you. Have you heard of Melinda's? Melinda's does a blend. I don't know if we plug other people and stuff.
And
We need
the
to.
show is who manifested this shit.
Okay.
Who manifested this shit?
I never tried it, so I don't know. But
No, you remember who manifested this shit?
who manifested this?
Yeah,
And
with
that was it.
Lisa.
I thought
Yeah.
it was always hope when there's water and soap. But I'm sorry.
Ah,
Who
man.
manifested this?
Yep, who manifested this shit?
Yeah.
Yep. I hope y'all stick to it. I liked it. We threw it around between me and him all the last show.
Yeah, and we slept since then. That's why I didn't remember it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Really liked your sister, man. She was a sweetheart. She was good to have here.
Yeah. And guess what? More important, she loved my deep voice.
Yeah,
I
she
love
does
his
love his voice and
love the
everything.
brother's voice.
So I look forward to seeing y'all. Absolutely, absolutely should split screen y'all, like host, you know, on a couple of, for a couple of topics or something, and split screen us all four if we can somehow. But we'll figure it out. I'm sure.
I'll make it. Excuse me. Can I do my Barry White? Righto.
Righto. I don't have a bass or a baritone for sure. Like, yeah, I can't. Jay, you got that voice, man. You got that voice. Yeah, absolutely. That's that radio shit.
Thank you very much.
Yeah.
Thank you for playing, Bob.
Yeah. So shout out to my man Pat, man. Stick around, Pat, man, and man, let us know too, man. Like when y'all take off, like let us know ahead of time so we can, prepare and let folks know over here too.
And you can borrow my voice.
Yeah. So yeah, man, that's awesome.
Yeah.
Who manifested this shit?
Who manifested this shit?
I missed a couple people. Taliban Kid said, yep, Boo the boss player, he from the Queens. He signed with Young Jeezy. Boo the boss player. I don't know who that is.
Boo the boss
player. He from the Queens.
There was a legendary guy, a rapper. You can probably help me with this. He was in the military. He died.
Soldier Boy from Mississippi.
No, not Soldier Boy.
That's what A-Dog said.
He's a doctor. They call him Dr. Tom. He was a rapper. They call it was it Dr. Tom out of I don't know if he's out of Memphis. If anybody knows what I'm talking about, he died recently. He was a rapper. He was in the military. I think he was a Marine or something, and he 30-something years old, he died. And they knew him from his healing and his rapping. He was a healer and he was a rapper. I think it's Dr. Tom.
A healer.
Yes. He
like
a doctor.
Wow.
Yes.
No, I ain't never heard.
He died recently. If anybody knows what I'm talking about out there,
he's real rapper,
real medic, real guy. He just died recently. I thought you might. Is it
Snoop Dogg from Mississippi? My bad. Mississippi just said Snoop Dogg. Snoop Dogg from Mississippi?
No.
I don't know. I ain't never heard that.
I thought he was L.A.
Yeah.
I thought he was
maybe he was born out there. I don't know. But no, I ain't never heard of that rapper though,
this
brother.
rapper, I should have got more information on him. I thought maybe you might have heard of him because you're more into the sphere than I am. But he was big to the point where NPR did a segment on him, National Public Radio.
And he's a doctor and a rapper.
He was a medic from the Army or the Navy and a rapper.
Oh wow!
I want to say Detroit. I want to say Memphis. I want to say he's in one of those. But Dr. Tom, anybody knows him, A-Dog or somebody's gonna heard of this guy. He was supposedly legendary. I mean, for him to get a review on National Public Radio, to get airplay like that after his death, they brought his works and his accomplishments to light. You know what I'm saying? I'm mad at myself because it snuck up on me when I heard it. I didn't get a chance.
Yeah. Taliban Kid, somebody's talking to you in the threads. Matter of fact, it's A-Dog. He says, where was he from, Taliban Kid? Soldier Boy. I know he says he from the SIP. So he asking Taliban Kid, where's Soldier Boy really from? Because Taliban Kid said he not really from Mississippi.
Nah.
Also, what did I miss too? It's something that I missed.
Soldier Boy was great. I don't want to think with.
Yeah.
Call me on the phone.
Shout out to L, aka Big Dog, man. We shout out to L, man. That's Sip's brother, man. Yeah. Well, shout out to L, aka Big Dog. Make sure we send a shout out to that brother. You know what I mean? Yeah, hopefully.
What are like the Jackson 5? Are they 5 brothers? How many brothers did we got? Young T.
I think it's only 4.
Really?
But I could be wrong.
So we got the Temptations going.
Yeah, 4-piece. Yeah.
Bro, a 4-piece up in there.
Yeah, 4-piece.
And they all look the same.
Where was he from? Okay, yeah. So he's still A-Dog asking where was Soldier Boy really from?
Yeah.
So yeah. I didn't know he was from the South.
Wow.
He's from Mississippi.
I thought he was the East Coast boy myself.
Yeah, but he about to say where he was really from because he probably some of these dudes, man, they be born in this place
and then they move.
Yeah.
But they claim where they born from is what they do.
Yeah, some of them do.
Some of them do.
You know, I ain't really never heard Jordan claim New York like that.
No.
You know, he just always be like North Carolina.
Yeah, but see, my dad said he ain't even from Raleigh where he came from. He from Wilmington. He's not even from where Jordan.
Yep, he is from Wilmington, North Carolina.
But they never said that.
He ended up going to North Carolina University.
Yes, he did.
Yeah.
Yes, he did. But my dad said, I see the boy play basketball. And my dad,
Yeah.
When he told me that, I said, you got to see Mr. Jordan. He's blind by man. But he said, no, I know Michael Jordan. He ain't from Wilmington, North Carolina, where my dad was from.
Mm-hmm.
So I got that Jordan. As a matter of fact, I think my dad had Michael Jordan's son, man.
Here we go with this motherfucking shit.
Guess what?
Here
we go again with that, man.
Hey, shit. Hey, speaking of which, y'all, let's step into some sports real quick.
A slow roller, but Martinez doesn't run well. Jeter up with it. Starts spreading the news. New York, New York.
Here's the windup. Fastball hit deep to right. Way back there. Another standing ovation for Roger Maris. One of the greatest sights I've ever seen here at Yankee Stadium.
I got
captain of that, but after the fact.
I am, man.
After the fact.
Y'all know what time it is. It's sports with the
It's
one and only my homie.
The Sports Meister.
Sports with Jerome Murphy.
Sports with Mr. Jerome Murphy. Hello, sports fans. Hello, sports fans. I'm gonna give Omega a chance to catch his breath. It's my turn to blur some heat up in here. First of all, what we gonna do? We're gonna talk about the game of golf. You know, none of us, I don't know about you, me, I don't play golf. It's a rich man sport. That's where the guys get on the golf course and they divide America. It's a country game. Oh, I got music in the background. But paper?
No, just some background conversation. Background
like paper. I like that.
Yeah.
But you know, it's not like paper. But see, but golf is about the paper, and we're going against the Love Tour and the PGA. And you know, 2 years ago, the Saudis, this is a Saudi Arabian thing. The Saudis are buying up America, just like the Chinese tried to do back in the days. I'm not trying to be political. I'm not trying to be political, but this Live Tour, if you follow sports, if you follow golf, you need to watch this because we already know that the Saudis own golf. The Chinese own basketball. Remember a couple of years ago when somebody spoke out about the Chinese acting up and stuff, and No. LeBron. Was it LeBron? You know, the Chinese, they have a stranglehold. So our sports are being reduced, and we're losing our sports to foreign powers because the Saudis have $500 billion. They can buy anything they want. They own most of the stuff that we don't even know about. They don't. I mean, and I feel sorry for these golfers that wanted to bleed true to America. No, I'm gonna stick with the PGA. They're gonna look out for me. But the guys that went to the Live Tour, these guys were getting 30, 60, 90 million. They offered Tiger Woods $800 million to join the Live Tour. Tiger said no. The only one that suffered in this transaction is his great-great-grandkids. Tiger could have solidified his generation, his lineage for the next 5 to 6 generations.
Wow.
But he chose not to. He decided to be a true American and wrap himself in the PGA. And then we wake up today and we find out the PGA has sold out to the Live. So those who should have took the money when it was offered didn't. They're screwed. They don't get that money. They don't get none of that. Nothing. They get nothing. And now the Live and the PGA is going under one umbrella. They're one worldwide golf association now. So if you're a golf fan, which I'm not, I just can't see guys, spanking, Uncle Tom around the field like that. That just takes it back to it's an elitist sport. It's an elitist sport. It's sports of those that have the money, the movers and the shakers of the world. It has nothing to do with us. I mean, we might be allowed in their country clubs. We might be their caddies. We might be their pool people. But we're not on the fringe in the point that, they gave us a chance that Tiger did. Tiger was the one that moves the needle. When back in the days when Tiger came out, before his escapade,
Yeah.
We had that. And then you already talk about Zion. You said that. You covered that. You took my thunder on that.
Oh man, talk about him again.
Well, we had, like Omega said, Mr. Zion decided that he's gonna have a fiance and a girlfriend, and he gonna get her pregnant, and then gonna have a gender reveal, come out on TikTok. And see, and these people need to understand. Social media is the destruction of us all. I don't have Facebook. When I first got Facebook, it was just to find family and friends, and to show up a few things like T-shirts and things like that. But after that phone, and I saw how it was going, I don't have Facebook no more. I can't do it, Lamont. I can't do it. I can't. Facebook is a detriment, and people don't know, especially these young kids and youngsters out there. The cops are on your Facebook. The cops, what you post, that's how they find y'all. The crimes y'all perpetrate, the crimes y'all do in the name of love, sex, game, war. The cops already got you. They know where you are. They know who you are. So if you're a rapper, John Morant, a National Basketball Association player, the guy can't keep pulling guns out. It is going against his contract.
Can't stop pulling guns.
Zion Williams can't keep it in his pants.
Yep.
Can't keep it in his pants. So he, as a matter of fact, he's pulling another gun, a love gun.
The love gun.
That's getting him in trouble.
Yeah.
You see? So we going on with that. And then R.I.P. Mr. Iron Sheik. Mr. Iron Sheik. If you're a wrestling fan, if you know worldwide wrestling, if this is before this man goes back to Andre the Giant and them guys back in the day. Well, Hulk Hogan.
I remember the Iron Sheik.
Remember the Iron Sheik? This guy did not give a fuck. He spit the face. But his only problem was what everybody hated about him was he spit on the American flag. He said F America.
Did he?
Yeah,
but it was probably part of an act, though, right?
Part of the gimmick, part of the garb. But yes. But that's what got him in a lot of trouble in America, because he would spit the American flag, tear the American flag up. He would do stuff that we just, but he was from Iran, Iran. He was from Iran. He was Iranian. He wasn't even from here.
Yeah.
But our acknowledgement didn't know about him back then. We didn't know that he was that guy that didn't give a damn, but it was all about the hype. And if you were part of the wrestling federation, and you understood, and the whole thing that got him famous, or got Hulk Hogan famous. Iron Sheik is what got Hulk Hogan famous because he was taking his garb off one night, and they had him on camera, and Hulk Hogan came up and attacked him from behind. It was illegal. It was an illegal move. They called it on camera. I don't know how many of you people understand that wrestling back then was scripted.
Yeah.
It wasn't real. But they were athletes. They did take a beat. You see them jumping over wires, busting their faces, and doing all that. But but we lost another one of the giants in sports. If you're a sports fan, give the man his due. 81 years old. Not Andre. We're talking about
Iron Sheik.
The Iron
Sheik. Yep.
Iron Sheik. So, but I love this groove. Thank you, brother. I love this.
Yeah, me too. Helps telling the story.
It's a story. And because this story goes bigger than all of us. You know what? There are fires burning in Canada. If you live in the Eastern Seaboard and most of Northern America, you'll see the smoke. I smelt it. I didn't see it. I meant to ask my man to make it. Did you see the haze in the air and stuff?
No, but I heard the warning telling us to stay in the house as much as possible because of airborne particles. Yeah.
This goes to global warming. See, everybody don't think it's real. It's real. Canada's forests are burning, and probably negligence on their part. This country. I mean, if this country, when it was formed, if we had left the Indians alone, they were the stewards of the land. The Indians knew how to control the burns. They knew how to keep everything under control.
Why are their forests burning?
The forests are burning because of the climate change. The climate has changed. It has been changed. Right now, there's El Nino and El Nino. I don't mean to be the guy to get technical and stuff like that, but right now, in the Pacific, I think it's the Pacific.
Yeah.
The water is warming up and it's pushing up and it's pushing the environment. It's making it warmer in the environment. So it's causing chain effects and things and stuff. Because of the fires, I heard today they got 165 fires burning in Canada. Out of control. And all that fire, all that smoke is blown into North America and Middle America and stuff. It was so bad. Yesterday, they canceled all outdoor sporting activity, pro, amateur, and everything. You could not play baseball. The Yankees, if you're a Yankee fan, I'm a Yankee fan, but you could not play professional sports yesterday because of the forests and the woods burning in Canada, blowing smoke into Northeast America and stuff. If you can check your calendar and see, there was no sports being played yesterday because the climate. It's a climate change. It's because we're going to see a lot more of this. We're going to see a lot more of this, and wait until we get to our winter sports. It's going to be so bad: the snow, the tornadoes, the hurricanes, the tsunamis. All because of climate change. And so it's going to affect our sports world one way or the other. If you don't have a dome, if you're not in an indoor stadium, your games won't be played. And you see this is evident as of yesterday. If you're a baseball fan, as a matter of fact, they're making up 2 games tonight. I'm a Yankee fan. We got a 4 o'clock game in Indianapolis time. I think we got an 8 o'clock game. They doubled it up, a double header on baseball because of the climate. Because there were people in New York. When the government told them to wear a mask. Oh, I'm not going to wear a mask during the COVID. But guess what? There's so much yellow haze. You would think a big Donald Trump is in America because it's orange. It's orange in New York. If you check the pictures, and I know everybody has seen the pictures of what's going on in New York. And I wish my man had got me some pictures and show you. I mean, you can't even see across the George Washington Bridge. Wow. You can't see.
I had no idea.
Yes. Yes, it's really bad. It's really bad. And it's reached out this far. It's reached out this far. It's gone through middle America, and all it's doing is
It's ravaging.
it's ravaging. So you need to check your environment. Memphis, New York, Los Angeles. Los Angeles gets smog anyway. Now you got more smog. I mean, they tell you if you don't need to go out, don't go out. If you go out, wear a mask. Most people, like I said, wouldn't wear a mask during COVID. Oh, they gonna make me wear a mask. But if you want to brave and go out and up and down the eastern seaboard from Connecticut, Buffalo, all the way from Buffalo, especially all the way down to South Carolina to the Carolinas, it's bad. Have people who are CrossFaded pull up pictures. Check your environment. You'll see. There, especially in monuments in New York, you can't even see because it's covered in a haze.
Yeah.
It's covered in a haze.
It's crazy.
And for those, to the next circuit. And for those who like hockey, good for you. I don't do hockey. I don't do hockey. I know they're in the playoffs. I don't know who's up 2-1. That's all really good. Yeah. And we're still waiting in the NBA. And here's where we come to the NBA. I saved the best for last. I think we need to take a break. I think we need to tease them. Before we take a break,
we gotta go to the comments real quick.
Yes.
Because we gotta chime in from the lovely Miss Lisa Montgomery.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, we got them both here. We got the duo here.
Hi, Lisa.
We got Pat and Lisa. How you doing, Lisa? Thanks.
Hi, Pat.
She says listening to Jerome's very white voice. Ain't that about a bitch?
Right. Hey, Pat. I ain't leaving you out, Mr. Pat.
Oh, Lord.
I'm an equal opportunity.
Hey, shit. Okay, hold on. And then who else do we need to respond to before we take a quick break?
Yes.
It's definitely hazy out.
Yes.
Says Melissa Thomas.
Yes.
Zion.
And there's a smell
in the system. He says, oh yeah, and Taliban Kid says Snoop is from Magnolia, Mississippi.
Wow.
And Macomb, just to catch that up.
Really?
Yeah. He is from Magnolia, Mississippi. That's crazy.
Imitation dog. I thought I'm from Compton. Didn't he say he was from Compton? Didn't he say I got my guns in Compton? He's a Compton boy.
I mean, like I said, a lot of these guys, they're born there and then they migrate. So what's the story, Sip? Snoop is from there and then what moves to, because I mean he went to high school in Long Beach. So I'm like, he's there for high school, so a lot of these guys migrate. So he probably moved. What's the story with Snoop though? Because that's nice to know.
It is nice to know. I need to know.
Absolutely.
I need to know.
Yeah. So, but yeah, Lisa Montgomery wants to know, can you sing? Do you have a singing voice?
Yes, ma'am. Yes,
ma'am. He does.
Hey, come Saturday, you'll find out. Come to the video shoot. I told you I'm gonna bring the guitar, Miss Lisa. Yes, ma'am.
Al Gore tried to warn us years ago. Think about it. Climate change.
No.
He did.
No. Guess what? If you really want to know the story of the climate change, let's go back to the book of Mr. Marvin Gaye. What's going on? What's happening? The Ecology album. He warned us over 50 years ago. My sister used to play this album for me. She said, Jerome, listen to this album. This album will save your life. It's been documented 50 years ago. For those who don't know, Marvin Gaye wrote the Ecology album. What's going on? What's happening? Coming back from the war. Oh my God. Mercy means Save the Children. Listen to Save the Children. If you have not heard Save the Children from Marvin Gaye, he predicted the pandemic 45 years ago. He predicted the pandemic. Listen to Save the Children by Marvin Gaye. Yes, man. Yes.
Yeah, that's the Ecology album.
Yes. Yeah. Marvin Gaye, the Ecology album. What's going on? What's happening? It had everything. It had Trouble Man, Inner City Blues. It had everything. It had the whole one side. He did in a theatrical thing where it started from what's going on, what's happening, Oh my God! If you love music and if you love Marvin Gaye, listen to the Ecology album. And he warned us 50 years ago that we were going to go through the pandemic. We were going to go through everything shutting down. He said children won't grow. I mean, flowers won't grow. I mean, oh my God, listen to the lyrics. And we lived through it. We lived through it thanks to Mr. Marvin Gaye. This came out in the 1960s.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
That's the album y'all he's talking about right there, Ecology.
The Ecology. What's going on? What's happening, bro?
Before we take a quick breather, Miss Lisa Montgomery wants to know, do you got a little Barry White for her?
Miss Lisa, what are you doing?
Put him on the spot.
Put me on the spot.
They didn't put him on the spot.
Let me see. My favorite Barry White is "Oh So Good." Girl, you're bad. You're the best everything
Oh my God.
I ever had.
Just terrible.
Oh, you're so good. You're bad. That's my favorite.
Thank
Barry
you,
White.
Lisa.
Thank you,
Thank
Lisa.
you so mother loving much.
I want to see you on Saturday, Miss Lisa. If you don't show up, I'm gonna be upset. I'm coming up. I'm bringing the guitar for you and
I
your brother.
don't think her and Pat. No, I didn't get to tell them about it. I wish they could come.
Where are they? Are they in town?
I don't know. No, I think Pat, you're not in Indy. I don't think Pat is in Indy.
Well, let's bring the show to Pat's house. That way his sister will show up. That's what we need to do.
Lord. It's CrossFaded. We'll be right back, y'all. This dude's crazy. Lisa's crazy. We'll be back. Rappers, producers, hip-hop entertainers. Hit up CWK Promotions for any of your management needs. Promotions, booking, studio sessions, feature help, models for your music videos, and much more. Hit up Chris Kleiss with CWK Promotions. Booking from 15 to 30% cheaper. Models, $50 to $500 for your videos. Promotions of any kind. Studio sessions ranging from $35 to $175. And features from $10,000 to $250K. Hit up CWK Promotions now.
I'ma stay fresh with Kicks Casserole. Cop the latest with Kicks Casserole. Nothing less than Kicks Casserole. I'm at my best with Kicks Casserole. I'ma stay fresh with Kicks Casserole. Cop the latest with Kicks Casserole. Nothing less than Kicks Casserole. I'm at my best with Kicks Casserole.
Look, nigga, I'm dumb fly. Every time the sun rise, murder classrooms with my fresh since junior high. Fucking up the cafeteria, Columbia 11 highs. Chicks cutting hella eyes while I move with a smooth stride. North Carolina from head to toe, freshest that you know, and that remains from then on into tomorrow. So I'ma stay getting figures, macking bitches, getting bigger, and fresh from head to toe with Kicks Casserole.
Cast of Amontillado, they buried me, left me for dead inside of walls that's hollow. Now follow, they didn't take into account my year, make and model. My God-like design of an apostle. I rise like a phoenix, and I got you. Rob is the phenomenal, impossible, insolvable, unstoppable, prodigal, calling audible, still improbable. I got these suckers mad, flaring at the nostrils, non-volatile, but you can order from me. I serve you how you want your order to be, motherfucker. Fully optional, I'm conjugal with the beat, the greatest that you never heard or seen. Cocksucker, sharp to the T, sharper than razor blades be. With a chick on my side, sharper than Sonya Blade and Chun-Li. I hit the lotto, so what's my motto? I get the 7 digits from your mother for $1 tomorrow. Sight, this ain't no 8-mile shit, but you can get split like coconuts in Hindu rituals. Flagrantly habitual, these niggas is criminal. I get cynical when discussing them, cause they skills is loving the feeling when I'm on stage, engaged to rock the mic. I ain't new to this shit took time, not overnight. Hella times at night I got no sleep, but still I write. My pen gotta be line for line through my plight. Cold as as ice, unmeasurable might like a mic. Mama said you fall, come back twice as hard, alright? Yeah, she always laid out the facts for me. Now what I want you to do is clap for me. Clap for me. Hitting you hard like big, ready to die shit. Everyday struggle, but still I win, sky's the limit. I'm back like Pac after the 5 shots. What didn't kill me made me weaker, nigga? I think not. Man, I laugh at you motherfuckers. Open season, this is class in this motherfucker. Break out your pen and pad in this motherfucker. I'm the professor, here's the math in this motherfucker. Night or day, I practice to keep the blicky with me. Cause niggas iffy, low down, dirty, grimy, and shifty. My onyx logic embedded in code in my mind's M1 chip, compatible memory. Are you hearing me? Naturally, I'm programmed to defeat foes, love women and curse hoes, and roll with the punches life throws. It's ice cold on the boulevard, but my wits and my gifts from God make me loving the feeling when I'm on stage, engaged to rock the mic. I ain't new to this shit took time, not overnight. Hella times at night I got no sleep, but still I write. My pen gotta be line for line through my plight. Cold as ice, unmeasurable might like a mic. Mama said you fall, come back twice as hard, alright? Yeah, she always laid out the facts for me. Now what I want you to do is clap for me. Clap for me. I flow greater than your navigator. I rhyme harder than your Dodge Charger. Candy paint 26s and all. Harder than Steven Seagal and above the law. Harder than Jordan with the flu game in Utah. Harder than Snoop Dogg murder was the case. Harder than DJ Screw tapes from the Texas state. Harder than Red and Memphis going to how high with the wake and bake. Harder than Suge Knight slap vanilla ice in the face. Hitting you hard like big, ready to die shit. Everyday struggle, but still I win. Sky's the limit. I'm back like Pac after the 5 shots. What didn't kill me made me weaker, nigga? I think not.
What up, what up, what up, what up? Hopefully that was loud enough. We are still inside of sports with the amazing Jerome Murphy. But I think we've touched all the sports, did we? Did we touch everything? Okay, what else is going on? Before we do that,
Give me a call button.
the Montgomerys are split. One is in Tennessee, the other is in Indiana.
Really?
Yes.
Ah,
I might be there.
I'm,
If possible.
I'm going to Tennessee then. I don't know who's going on in Indiana. I bet you Lisa's in Indiana.
Thank you so much. I appreciate it. She's saying the music is fire.
Really?
Listen to your music back to. Oh wow, she listened to the Back to the Future album, Back from the Future album.
For real?
Thank you so much,
Lisa.
Thank you.
See, you
That's
got
awesome,
Lisa.
man.
You got him gushing. Stop it,
That's
woman.
crazy.
Stop
Thank you
it.
so much.
Look at him gushing.
Oh man.
Guess what? If he can come, if you, I don't know which one of you is in Indianapolis. I'd love to see you on Saturday doing the shoot. Sign up.
So we got a video shoot, and it's out at at a paintball park in Anderson, Indiana. Yeah, and it's Saturday morning. We leave at like 11 a.m. So, but I mean, Lisa, if you want a paintball shoot, and I wish Pat was here because because I'm sure he would. You're more than welcome.
Lisa, if you want to come,
I can tell you where it is.
If you want to come and play guitar, I hang out with Barry right.
Lord.
Yeah. Guess what? Michael Jordan is my daddy, Lisa.
Well, here we go. Oh my God.
I got a voice like Michael Jordan. You know what? None of y'all gave me a chance. Screw you. Screw my high school coach. Screw my daddy. No, not my daddy. Screw
Oh, God.
Screw the NBA. Screw Nike.
Hey, man, you gotta get up off my man, man.
But guess what? Michael Jordan's keeping it in sports league.
Oh,
Michael
my
Jordan's
God.
house was bought for $29,000 in Chicago last
Was
year.
it?
But no, it was listed at 29,000. Guess what it's down to now?
What?
No, not 28,000. 29 million. Pardon me.
I knew I figured it was
And
me.
now, because everything is 23 on the gate, 23.
Oh, the house is
23.
23 million.
No, the house was on the market for 29 million. It's down to 14 million.
Oh, wow.
14 million because they can't sell Michael Jordan's house because, you know, if you buy that, you might as well turn it into a museum.
Why they can't sell it? What's
because
wrong?
everything is 23. 23, 23.
Hell yeah, shit! I would love that house, boy.
You come to the
Hey,
gate.
man,
You
I'm
come to
doing
the
everything.
gate.
Yeah,
You pull up to the Rod Iron Gate, number 23.
they tripping. Why they
Greeted.
tripping? Well, if you ain't no fan, you not. It ain't the fan.
Right,
It ain't the house for
right,
you.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
You
But
know.
I mean, I still wouldn't bring the price down that
You know
low.
what?
But
You
then
know,
again, I don't know
It started with
I know
29
I don't
million,
know
but
the
now it's
territory
down
of
to
the house.
14 million, and they can't unload it. Nobody can buy. I mean, if anything, an investment property, a Michael Jordan museum. I don't know why he didn't buy it himself. You didn't hear about this?
No.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. That's why I say this one for you, because I said they were talking about the house originally. He bought it for $29 million. And it's been on the market for years. Years. It's been on the market
Been
for
on
years.
what?
Yes. If you can help us do due diligence of those who know, the house has been on the market. He's been out that house for years. It's dropped to $14 million, and they still can't sell it because he's got a pool, he's got a basketball court. I forget how many acres it is. I call it a bag thing. I caught it in passing. Pardon my French. Lisa, pardon my French. I caught it in passing. But yes, if you know anybody, we can all consolidate our funds, buy the Michael Jordan estate. Oh my God. Oh my God. Omega would remove it. He would be doing shows in the courtyard. He would be the one feeding us.
Yeah, they tripping, man.
Yeah, but it's $14 million if you know. It's right out there. I think it's on 7 or 8 acres.
Yeah, I'm pulling it up right now. It's the Highland Park Mansion.
Yes. I mean,
Man.
wow. That's what I'm saying. Wow.
Property mostly vacant and focus on his other estates. Yet, staff still pop up into the property to keep it clean and tidy. However, there were no buyers for Highland Park. Instead, it languished on the market. Soon, it began to rapidly drop in price. In 2013, only a year after, its listing fell by 13 million to 16 million. During 2015, the listing agent at the time tried to use an incentive to attract interest. They stated that the buyer would receive every edition of Air Jordans in their size, but still no takers. And today, the mansion now has an asking price of $14,855,000, nearly half of the original listing fee. Fun fact, if you add up the numbers in the recent listing of 14855, it comes to 23. Jordan's iconic shirt number. One of the biggest reasons that the house isn't selling, according to experts, is the huge amount of personalization that Jordan has done at the abode, mixed with the high price for the area. Since the estate has been on the market, Jordan has reportedly paid property tax on the vacant mansion, amounting to around $1.3 million in the past 10 years. As for the house itself, let's take a look at the various features it holds. The contemporary style boat has 3 levels that contain 9 bedrooms and a whopping 15 full bathrooms and 4 half bathrooms. The house also holds 5 fireplaces altogether and features an aquarium in one of the dining rooms, whilst another dining room has a table inspired from the streets of Baghdad, and a kitchen table that has a skylight placed above it. The house does come furnished, after all. One of the property's main selling points is the full-sized NBA court, complete with Jordan branding, that was installed in 2001. Courts like this can cost as much as $76,000 to construct, and that's not taking into consideration the personal touches, such as the Jumpman logo. Another feature involves a luxurious wine cellar with a tasting area. On the high end, the cost to build such a place can be as much as $180,000, while the cost of the many bottles of wine will further increase that hefty fee. Jordan also has a home theater to kick back and relax within. He'll be able to see a film or footage of the Charlotte Hornets, the NBA team he bought for a reported $180 million.
Stop. I gotta stop right there.
I was wanting to tell you about the house.
God.
Keep it in sports. And plus, I want to rip my man's heart out.
Sports. Oh, my God.
But we're not done. We got one more.
What we got?
We got one more. You want to take a break?
No. What you got for me?
No, now Jordan's over. He's ready to go for the throat now. See?
Oh my God.
This is for the NBA, the game, the blowout we saw last night. If you're an NBA fan, you knew it was coming. Because the Miami Heat did what I said they needed to do. They stole one in Denver. There was 2 games. I think the formula is 2. What is it? 2, 2, 1, 1, 2. We're going on 7. 2, 4, 6, 7. Yeah. So Denver was supposed to come back. If you keep it in the formula, it's all about a formula. It's a mathematical equation. A lot of people, but then you're lucky we got to play. If basketball was outside, just like baseball, it would not have got played last night. It would not have got played, but we saw the Denver team, the Nuggets with Joker, rise above, because don't forget, Miami is the number 8 seed, the number 8 going against the number 1, and that's fine. But guess what? We saw history yesterday. We've never seen 2 players on the same team get 3 triple doubles.
Oh wow!
We've never seen. That's an applause right there.
Wow. Who we talking about?
We talking about Jokic, the Joker, and his sidekick. I think it was Murray. They both got 30
triple
points.
Doubles. Oh wow!
They both got. I mean, this is the first time this has ever happened. If anybody saw the game last night, you watch history as you watch Miami lose, and you say, and that's why Mr. Chris Kleiss, and this was a Denver team that did this. This has never happened in the NBA. This has never happened. You saw 2 guys on the same team get a triple double, in a playoff game, no less. Not even a regular season game. So it even heightens the stat up to make it even more. To have, Miami went to Denver and stole one like they were supposed to. But Denver was supposed to come back and kill them at home like they're supposed to.
Right.
Now, game Sunday. This is the swing game. I challenge Mr. Kleiss on this one. Where you at, Mr. Kleiss? Where you at?
So these dudes had who and you said who had what's his name again, had the triple double, and the other
the Joker, Nikolai Djokovic.
Okay, Djokovic
and Murray, him, and they were both on the same team. They got the triple the first time when 2 players have ever gotten the triple double.
Yeah,
on the same thing.
They was clowning.
Write it down. And if you watched it, although it was a blowout, but you got to see it. And that's why we watch sports, because there's records to be made and there's records to be broken. And we get to watch the greatness. See, growing up like you, Your man, Mr. Michael Jordan.
Yeah.
Yeah. Guess what? We are looking at the Michael Jordan of this era of this.
Man, come on, man.
Come on, Michael Jordan is never gonna dribble down, huh?
But ain't no Michael Jordans right now.
Yes,
man.
there is. His name is the Cal Conference. Help me, CrossFaded Nation. Do I have an argument? Is the Cal Conference the Joker? Is he in at least breathing room with Mr. Michael Jordan?
It's not even.
I'm not asking you, young man. I already know you're biased.
Yeah.
You're biased. Don't talk to me.
Yeah, we need to stop over to the comments real quick, man.
Yeah, no, I thought we were taking a break, bro.
Well,
Yeah.
Okay. You know what? Before we do take a break, I didn't realize something.
Where's our mother? Where's our mother?
We gotta stop the music. We got our guy that just chimed in. I might be a little bit late. C. Rosdo was in the house, man. Corey Rosdo, C. Rosdo, my big brother, is in the house. We've been trying to find him for the last couple of shows. We gotta catch up with him. He says the Colts have been predicted to win their division. Where did that come from? Who was talking about the Colts?
Oh, everybody been talking about the Colts.
But we didn't say nothing about the Colts, did we?
We got a pick.
That's the only thing, C. Rosdo, that I'm gonna have any tension with you, man. You know what I mean? Because I don't give a damn about no Colts. I don't know what made you bring up. And I ain't Colts. They came out of my mouth.
What? You have a right.
Nobody said nothing about.
You have a right to come into Jerome Murphy. You have a right to come into Murphy's first corner and talk Colts. You can talk.
This is his segment, though. He's right.
You have a chance to come. That's right. That's right. Say, well, I guess so. Hey.
And he says it was a time that Jordan was offering every pair of Jordans for that house. Oh my God!
There you go. Oh God! I just drove it right through it. So
I'm saying my money should be right by now. I should have been cool.
I guess
cool.
what?
I should have been able to buy it right now.
Sometimes you can't do it by yourself. Sometimes you gotta have everybody pitch it. If we all pitch it on this network, we can have that. We can have the estate. We can own it. Sometimes it's not the eye, it's the weed is bigger and stronger.
I'll save that for a beach house. But that house, that should be mine.
That's an investment right there.
That house should be mine. And if you tripping off of getting up in the morning and looking at 23 on your gate, 23 and on your floor,
on your gold toilet,
hey, you tripping? You ain't no fan.
23,
get out.
23
Get out the house then. Don't come in there. Don't
on your tennis
don't turn down the street. Don't think it ain't for you, man.
23 in
your
tennis
I wake up every day.
23 in your movie theater. 23 in your movie theater.
Yes, sir.
23 on your golf course.
23 in the headrest of my seat. Yes.
You know what? I wonder who finally wound up with the Michael Jacksonville bill. That motherfucker was worth $300,000.
Michael Jackson mobile.
Yes, the Michael Jackson, the boy, the last vehicle that Michael Jackson had. I think it was the armor-plated boy.
I ain't hear about that.
Oh my God! Research. Oh my God! Take a break. I'll tell you about the Michael Jackson mobile.
Before we take a break, real quick, just one more time. Hold on, Lisa Montgomery says, yes, Hoosiers all the way. I love this for the haters. Oh, wow. So she's a Colts fan too. Here we go, man. I don't know about the paintball. I'm delicate for I totally get that. I know it's a painful sport. She's talking about paintball. You should be a salesman, Jerome says. Pat Montgomery, selling a salesman for the house.
Really?
Yeah, that's what he's talking about. You should be a salesman.
A salesman?
A realtor. Because he's talking about how you pushing that Jordan house. How you was. It was a time to Jordan. Okay, I'll remember.
Oh my God.
Guess what? Mom is in the house.
Oh, Mom.
She says, good afternoon, Omega. Sorry, we're just tuning in. Hi, Jerome.
Mama.
I'm just catching up real quick so I'll come back from break. Adrian says completely customized from Jordan, but the overhead costs would bankrupt you.
Of course. But guess what? If Omega Nation, if Classic Records, if CrossFaded Nation all join together, I've seen it happen. I've seen it happen. We can stand up.
Yeah,
we can walk in and take
Don't
control.
be surprised,
just
Corey,
like
if
Paisley
I end up-
Park. Just like
Don't
Paisley
be
Park.
surprised, Corey. I end up with that house in the
Boy,
It can happen. It can happen
Boy.
at any time.
boy,
It really could go down.
it could go down. And
inside
guess
of the
what?
next year, 2
And guess
years,
what? See,
and that'd be my house.
that's what
Not
Paisley.
playing.
Guess
All it
what?
takes is one, and I ain't even done yet. So I'm just getting started. Yeah, like I really would love to have that house.
Yeah.
Corey says that it would never be another NJ.
Uh,
Damn right, man.
no, it would never be. But
another
guess what?
NJ.
We can have his house, though. We can have his house.
Man.
We can have his house, brother. This can be a coup that they wouldn't expect. We can all pull together. We can put down and then just take it over. It's a museum. Oh my God! And you know what? Guess what? Mom would even help finance it. She would say,
Mom's in here talking about the codes. Lisa's in here talking about the codes.
The code.
Corey, hey man, listen, y'all. Lisa,
Yeah.
I'm sorry. The Colts have always, when I've looked at the Colts and pictures and seeing them on the news, I see them as big trash bags.
Yeah.
I don't see the Colts as, sometimes I don't even see them as human beings, like with arms and legs. When I think of a Colts player, I think of a hefty 6-sack trash bag.
Okay.
When I see the team picture, I see I'm just telling you how my eyes are. I don't know if it's what makes them project, but when I see like a Colts team picture, I see like a landfill where they take all our trash to
direct all
every Thursday.
Emails.
I see the team picture. When I see it, it looks like a bunch of trash bags. So I'm sorry because I see my mom and Corey talking about it. That's just what my vision shows me.
Yeah.
But, you know.
So let me wrap up my segment of sports because we know that my man, Mr. Omega, and CrossFaded Nation, we 60 million and acquire the kingdom that is Jordan, so that Omega can walk through the front door. I say we all band together. I say we make it a movement. I say that we should all pull together. We have 25 million viewers. All they need to kick in is 50 cents. If 25 million kick in 50 cents, we don't even need $1 from you. 50 cents. We can walk in and put Omega in the house of Jordan, where he will live and reign. He will make music. He will make love. He will play basketball. He will play tennis. He have a theater. There's a pool. There's a whatever else we have going on.
I misspoke, by the way, on the footnote before we take a break. Lisa Montgomery is saying she is not a Colts fan. She said, I'm a Hoosier fan. So I just want to, that's good. Hopefully she doesn't come back and say I am a Colts fan.
She's a Colts fan.
I don't think so, because she just went out her way to say, hey, I didn't say nothing about the Colts.
I don't think she knows about football. You didn't teach her. I don't think she knows about football.
Our man Corey wants to know, what in the hell have you been drinking? On that note, we will be right back.
Yeah.
Rappers, producers, hip-hop entertainers, hit up CWK Promotions for any of your management needs. Promotions, booking, studio sessions, feature help, models for your music videos, and much more. Hit up Chris Kleiss with CWK Promotions. Booking from 15 to 30% cheaper. Models, $50 to $500 for your videos. Promotions of any kind. Studio sessions, ranging from $35 to $175, and features from $10,000 to $250K. Hit up CWK Promotions now.
With the game up on a halfway in.
I'ma stay fresh with Kicks Casserole. Cop the latest with Kicks Casserole. Nothing less than Kicks Casserole. I'm at my best with Kicks Casserole. I'ma stay fresh with Kicks Casserole. Cop the latest with Kicks Casserole. best in Kicks Casserole. I'm at my best with Kicks Casserole. Look, nigga, I'm dumb fly. Every time the sun rise, murder classrooms with my fresh since junior high. Fucking up the cafeteria, Columbia 11 highs. Chicks cutting hella eyes while I move with a smooth stride. North Carolina from head to toe, freshest that you know, and that remains from then on into tomorrow. So I'ma stay getting figures, macking bitches, getting bigger, and fresh from head to toe with Kicks Casserole.
Get to wrap up my sports segment.
I don't believe we did. We can wrap it up right now.
Let's put a bow on this bad boy. So, we already know that the Nuggets won last night. It was a blowout by 15 points or so. It was over by the third quarter, really.
Right?
It was over. And the Heat got beat just like they got beat on their floor. It's the formula. If you know the NBA, now the toss-up game is what's gonna. Whoever wins this game on Sunday is gonna be more likely the leader that's gonna take it out. So you got even money bets on everybody. I don't know what the point spread is. I don't do that. I don't bet. I'm a winner or a loser. I'm the one that's gonna say if you're gonna win, you're gonna win. You're gonna lose. I'm sure the betting world, the favorite is for Denver because they are a good team and they're a number one team. It's their first time. They writing their story right here, but there's a chance for an upset. There's a chance for a number 8 seed team. A number 8.
Yeah.
A number 8 has beaten the number 1. A number 8 has beaten number 1, 3, 5. Those that know the number 8, they've gone through some good teams. They beat the Bucks, who was number 1. There was a lot of beating going on to get to this point. So, come Sunday, which is the pivotal game, they have to decide. Their adjustments have been made. Whoever wins this one is the most likely leader is going to either win the series or going to be a sweep. It's going to be a sweep.
Too bad Slice ain't here, man. Defend itself for the same thing. Slice called me last night and then called today and then didn't even show up.
And I told Slice, I said, Slice, as long as they win one in Denver, and they did, they took home court back. But guess what? Denver came to their house, took it right back from them. This is what they do. This is why we need Sunday. Sunday decides who gets the house, who gets home court. And then from that game, because they're going into the formula, it was 2 in Denver, it's 2 in Miami, and then we go 1-1-1, I think, or 2-1-1. It's a whole 2-2-1-1-1. They go 7 games. They want you to go 7. It's a whole formula. It's the way they fill it out. It's the way they make their money. It's the way they do. But I'm going to tell you, kick down the thigh. I am rooting for the Heat. I want Mr. Cliff. I want Mr. Slice. I want a shrimp dinner. I want colossal shrimp. And I think he's going to give it to you. I think that nobody is betting on these boys. These Miami Heat guys are going to come back and they're just going to do it. They're just going ahead to do it. He's got, let me see. We got one more game. This next game is in Miami.
Right.
Yeah. So if Miami can take this one, it would be great. But I don't expect them to. I expect Denver, because we're in, the momentum, and they got the best player in basketball other than LeBron.
Yeah.
Yeah. LeBron, where's LeBron at? He's in Disneyland. He ain't even playing for the championship. We have the best player in basketball in Kyle Djokovic, or as they call him, the Joker. Everybody, and that's why Mr. Cliff Slice is putting his money on it. But, don't undercount the underdogs. This is what sports is about. This is you're the one that's gonna gut it up, especially in America. This is what Yeah. And either you make it or you don't. If you do, you don't. Yeah.
Slice is a $25 dinner on the line.
Yeah.
And you ain't show up.
Ain't showed up.
You ain't show up.
He called after the fact behind the game. But Slice, as a matter of fact, I'm coming to Denver and we go to fish in the river. We go down by the river.
You go to Denver, Slice.
Denver.
That 25 is going to need to be about 40.
Me and my lab
for dinner.
A
little more expensive.
And that is sports with Mr. Jerome.
With Mr. Murphy, ladies and gentlemen.
Thank you for your undulation.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. All right, so I got to stop the make, and then we going to show you who our big dummy of the week is, and he's a big dummy. And guess what? He's from Indiana as well.
No, right for the hills.
He's from here. He's from the backyard. Oh my God. So hang in there for a second. But I wanted to bring to light a magnificent, just independent gesture from one of hip hop's dopest artists, Killer Mike. Killer Mike steps up and spends $500,000 of his own money to make his new album, Michael. So he spends $500,000 of his own money to make the album, and he actually had an interview with Hip Hop DX explaining about it, and he said he found himself spending some major money on it because it just kind of came into fruition. He was recording more of a compilation project with another artist who was an artist / producer, and that guy had gotten an opportunity to go and his name is Cuz Lightyear, the guy he was working with. Crazy name, I know, right?
Excuse me.
Cuz Lightyear.
Excuse me, can I see your license? Are you Mr. Cuz Lightyear?
Cuz Lightyear.
Sounds like a stripper name. I'll see you in the
Yeah, that's his
Let
partner.
me see your Lightyear saber, my friend.
That's his partner in crime, Cuz Lightyear, on this project. And they decide to go another direction because of Cuz's opportunity that he gets during the recording process.
Cuz Lightyear coming through. Pardon me. Don't you see my camera, man? This is Cuz Lightyear, bro.
Yeah, it's a crazy name. It's a crazy. I was like, Cuz Lightyear. Never heard of him, but it looks like he's a pretty prominent guy. He got a job offer.
With the name Cuz Lightyear,
yeah, he got a job offer from Mass Appeal Records, which is Nas's record label, or a record label that Nas owns some kind of stake in. But Cuz Lightyear gets that opportunity, and then he leaves, and then he, tells Mike, "Hey, go ahead and record the album on your own, man, and you should make it a solo because it sounds kind of prolific." So, and Mike goes ahead and independent-mindedly puts $500,000 behind it, man. You know what I'm saying? It don't get no better than that. And I'm going to tell you why. You know what I'm saying? Now, all jokes aside, but what needs to be taken away with this situation right here, this man right here has no label support. This man right here has done it out of pocket. This man right here has also done, you can say not evangelist work, but work where he's going and speaking to colleges and different communities about the Black community and about his community in particular. This man right here has a barber shop as well that he has put into his own community. This man right here also owns land, and he's doing something on that land farm wise. I forgot what he's doing, but I saw that as well on some research. But he's always doing great things. And for you independent artists out there that are thinking that you need to get yourself a label or you need to sign with somewhere, you can do it yourself. You can come up with the financing yourself. And even guys that's up here at this level, as Killer Mike, are still doing it themselves. So big kudos for that album. I'm excited to hear about the album because he told his wife, he said, I feel like the album is super prolific. And his wife him and her got into it, he says in an interview. He says that, you better have she told him, you better have a game plan for it because $500,000 is a lot of motherfucking money. And he said, I feel like in my soul, that this album is special. So I'm gonna go through with it, and I'm gonna figure that out. Leave it to me. So, and I trust him. Killer Mike is a foundational Southern artist. If you don't know who he is, he rapped with the likes of Goody Mob, Andre 3000. Your ass is crazy. Andre 3000's partner in crime. So Killer Mike is one of them foundational dudes. So 500,000 out of your pocket, man, independent, says a lot. Kudos to that brother.
Excuse me. I had 500,000 once. I bought a house and a car, and I put 200,000 in the bank.
All right, y'all. We getting ready to get out of here, man. My co-host is losing his bits. Before we go, though, Lisa Montgomery says, I can't help it that Baltimore dumped their trash here. Wow.
She's talking about what?
She's talking about the Colts. I didn't say anything about the Colts.
Is she in Indianapolis or is she in Tennessee?
To a Colts. She is not a Colts fan, and she is here in Indianapolis, and that's exactly what I'm talking about. Hey, Pat, your sister just won me all the way over, man, with that. Yes, she says it's good to nap to a Colts game. I couldn't say it no better myself. Man, give her. Come on, man.
I don't believe it. It's a deceptive play that she's doing it again. Don't believe it. Don't believe it. It's cloaking down.
Now thank you, Lisa, for helping me push my co-host all the way off the edge. Because he can go off the edge too with Ursay and all them other. You know what I'm saying? Lisa, thank you.
Lisa.
Oh my God. Lisa. I wish a Colts game was on right now so I could lay down and go to sleep. It'd be some of the best sleep I've had in years.
Guess what, Lisa? Because there's an Indianapolis Colts, because there's an NFL team in this city, we have revenue, we have prosperity, we have national prominence, we have things that come to this city. NCAA tournament games. We have something that adds to the grand scheme of this city. So the Indianapolis Colts might be one thing, but they are a fixture. Thank you for playing, Bob. And right
on. A-Dog says, I heard that Jimmy Butler is dealing with family issues. Something is going on with his father. Damn, okay. Man, prayers up to Jimmy Butler, whatever he's dealing with.
But guess what? He's in the NBA Finals. He needs to step up. For his day, he needs to drop some.
And I hope he's okay, whatever he's dealing with.
I am too. But keep your eye on the prize.
I ain't gonna lie, Jordan was out there. I remember that year he played.
Hold on. The old flu season.
Not the flu game. I'm talking about the Father's Day game. Because his daddy was gone. And he still went out there and dropped about 40-something on them.
Ladies and gentlemen, the Michael Jordan mansion is on sale right now. You can go buy the Michael Jordan legacy. For $14.5 million. Now, thank you for playing.
Father's Day, he was out there giving it to him.
Here, Dad, I brought you the Michael C. Here, Dad, I brought you the kingdom of Michael Jordan. I brought you the house where he lived in, his pool, his basketball court, his movie theater, his 8.8 acres of
A-Dog says Jimmy's gonna have a breakout game. Watch.
Thank you, A-Dog. Thank you, A-Dog. Guess what? Guess what? Unless he don't. But the way the game is playing right now, A-Dog, the formula is different. I mean, everything says that the Broncos, the Nuggets are going to win this. Everybody's saying that the Nuggets have got this. But, this is what we love about sports. Somebody's got to win. Somebody got to look. This is the ultimate reality right here, my friend. You can't make this unless they're scripted it like wrestling, you know.
Yeah.
But this is how they're playing us. Watch the sports, watch the lines, Everybody's gonna go for Denver on Sunday, but guess what? Heat might pull him out on him at home because this game is at home.
Some people think differently, man. Pat Montgomery says Nuggets are taking this, fellas.
Say, okay. Well, guess what? You and Mr. Clyde will be buying me a shrimp dinner.
Hey, we'll
Colossal
see.
shrimp, Mr. Pat.
And Lisa says we want Jerome too. We want Jerome. We want him on our show.
Really?
You have an invite, a standing invite, my brother.
Guess what?
A standing invite.
Guess what? Access tonight.
No.
I'm exclusive to CrossFaded. I'm CrossFaded. I gotta get. I cannot be leased out. You might be able to get my. You have to check my copyrights. My man here has taught me nothing. What's it called? NTFT.
NFT.
Hey, Lisa, have your people call my people.
Oh Lord.
Yeah.
The damn fool.
Yes.
The damn fool.
Yeah.
Oh my God. Lord
have your people call my people.
Hey,
I love CrossFaded.
But we cannot wait for y'all to get up and running.
Oh man, I can't wait.
And we're gonna do some good shit, some good work.
Yeah. What was the name of that show again? I can't believe my dad made me take a bath. No, what was it?
It's see what I'm saying, man?
I can't believe my dad made me take a bath.
It's
two of the bushes worth one in the hand.
I'm dying.
You're dying? If my aunt was my uncle, she'd have stones.
It's crazy. What is the name? Somebody typed the potential name of the Montgomery's show again.
I was born in Tupelo, Mississippi. That's what it is.
Well, come on, man. I didn't lost the first couple words. We didn't lost it all. Who manifested this shit?
I think it was you, brother.
Manifested
I think it was you, brother. I think it was you. I think it was you.
Who manifested
Lisa
this
and
shit?
Pat, I was just messing with you. I'm trying to get it out there. I'm pitching for you people.
Absolutely. They're gonna have a great show, man.
Yeah.
I'm excited.
If somebody, either your sister or you, could come Saturday, I'm bringing the guitar.
She says she's a flower. She doesn't do paintball.
Hey, you and me, I'm the same way. They ain't shooting me. I got a guitar. I'll be sitting out picking in the strumming or picking in the grooving. Come and meet me.
He's gonna be chilling at the pavilion
at
out
the
there.
Pavilion, yes.
And he's gonna be out there on the guitar next to all the food out
there. And I'm bringing my son. My son is a beautiful Golden Cross Labrador Retriever. We're working on a service to help the CNI. We have a CNI connection. I meant to tell you about that. I hope we'll talk about that at the end. But I will bring a beautiful black Labrador Retriever, crossbreed. He will be there if Omega says so.
I don't think Lisa coming, bro.
Yeah. Okay, Pat, come and
Pat is he's in Tennessee.
Well, we're going to Tennessee to go see Pat.
We're gonna have to catch Lisa on another occasion more fit for a flower.
I'm going to get Pat. Forget about Lisa. She ain't even a Colts fan. She sucks.
See what I'm saying,
Lisa? Go away.
He's a damn fool.
Yeah. Right on. I love you, Lisa.
Him and Lisa got a love-hate already.
Yeah, Lisa's trouble.
Lisa's been loved. She's a sweetheart. All right, before we roll, man, I do got to tell you guys about our big dummy of the week, and he's pretty dumb. When I tell you this guy is dumb, he's dumb as a box of rocks, man. And I mean dumb, all right? So who is our big dummy of the week? I wish I had a drum roll. I don't.
You know, hold on.
Big dummy. Big dummy of the week is an Indiana police officer by the name of Chaz Foy.
Chaz
Foy.
Not Chad, but Chaz.
Chaz.
Oh, well, you get a problem right there.
Yeah, it's douchebag name. Like, definitely douchebag kind of name. And then when you look at him, he's definitely got the douchebag look.
Hold on, let me see. Ah, look, that's a douchebag right there.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Chaz Foy, you guys. And Chaz Foy made some racist commentary on his Facebook page.
Well, I bet he did.
Just about, I was 2 days after getting hired as an Marion, Indiana police officer.
Well,
so he went through the training. He made it through all the hard stuff. Then he made a racist comment on his Facebook page. Then he got through the graduation process, and the racist comment was discovered a few days after graduation, and he was immediately terminated. They're saying that he had the shortest service time as a police officer in their history in Marion, Indiana police service history. So kudos to him for that, because he did make a record. He did. I mean, and it's well deserved.
Somebody had to do it.
It's well deserved. So they're not releasing. The news did a segment on this, and they're not releasing the exact words that he put on the Facebook page.
Right.
So we don't have those.
But thank God, it's probably ugly if we want to hear it anyway.
Yeah.
And then you have to lock and load. I know you got to lock and load sound effect. Hit the lock and load, because when you start hearing the racism, you just want to lock and load.
I got something better.
What?
I got something better for Chaz. A slap. A slap in the face.
Wait a minute. That wasn't even a good slap. That should have been a double slap. Hit him again. Thank you, Chaz.
There you go, Chaz, for getting a new job and having a grand opening and a grand closing in the same week with your job.
Right.
Thank you for being a loser.
Right.
You probably will not be able to make it in any other law enforcement opportunities. Hopefully, what's left for guys like you that couldn't make it to force or security jobs, where you get to be a flashlight cop, and you can be at Walmart patrolling the parking lot, making sure that folks get home and get in the car safe. Maybe they got something like that for you. Try one of them places. Hopefully they'll be able to hire you on, or you can work for one of the job hire companies like management, one of them places, and be a security or Cintas. You can be a Cintas security guard.
To be around people anyway, altogether. I think it needs to be like the back.
I think you should be around people as a security guard for a little while. Being a security guard is humbling.
Right. You think so?
I think it's humbling when you're an asshole. And I mean, I'll say this, it reminds me of the Martin movie when Homeland Security or whatever Martin and Steve Zahn, and his whole dream was to be a cop, but he was just such an asshole and such a fuck up. He couldn't, I feel like that's the Chaz Foy kind of, kind of situation here. So
again, I think maybe the guy should just be kept away from people. He's dealt more to relegated to a death situation where he's not having to deal with people when there's a confrontation. His confrontations with paperwork and, dot the I's, cross the T's to move on.
I agree.
But again, he might be one of the right.
Well, who knows the future for Chaz? But grand closing in the same week was a piece for what 3
I had to the
Absolutely. Big. Yeah.
You big dummy. You big dummy. You
There
big dummy. You big dummy.
it is.
You big dummy. You big dummy. You big dummy.
You guys, sorry about that. That's our big. All right. Well,
So, round for the sports, and we're good until Sunday, unless you like some golf. Baseball's heating back up because, like I said, the climate change in Canada is burning up the air and stuff, and sending smoke all over North America. Baseball's heating back up. We got 2 Yankee games tonight. If you're a New York Yankee fan, the first game starts at 4, and we have a double header tonight, so we got baseball.
right.
Everybody else is opening back up to their sports. Other than that, that's what we got going on there.
All right, that's what we got going on. Yes, ma'am. Chaz is a flashlight cop. I'm sorry, some of them comments are just coming through. But yes, flashlight cop. We see you, Chaz. We see you. Final thoughts, you guys. Make sure that you like, subscribe, and share. Omega Classic Records is the page and the name. Omega None Rhymes Greater.
Check it out.
Yeah, absolutely. We appreciate you guys all day. Sorry about that. A little bit of background music. We appreciate you guys all day, every day.
People, Omega, please tell people how can they get a hold of you, because, like I said, I have people try YouTube and they go to the website and stuff, but they don't know how to find the podcast.
Just remember to tell her this. Omega Classic Records is the page.
Omega Classic. So we're going to CrossFaded, so it's Omega Classic Records.
That's right. Because CrossFaded is a product of Classic Records. So you'll be able to go to the YouTube page. Or you go to YouTube and type in Omega Classic Records. It'll bring you right here. And make sure you subscribe, because when you subscribe, you get all of the notifications. The notifications will come through, and you'll know like when shows getting ready to start, and any kind of new news segments and all of that.
You told me you put thumbnails out and everything. So
Yep. We got thumbnails and all that. Once I'm able to get her number or get her email, I can send her a link to all the shows coming up, Okay. Yeah, so we can get her on here, man. Or get her on top of it and watch
her. Get her people. I mean, we got people from Florida all the way up and down. I mean, we might even be able to boost us up to another 25 minutes. We might have 50 million viewers if I can get this connection right.
Absolutely. This is the time people really want to catch us, because we're pretty.
We're on fire.
Well, we're pretty intimate right now, and when I say intimate, just being able to have I love this energy with this small group of people, and you guys get to talking to each other in the threads, and you guys chime in, and then new folks.
And we got sports, because that's a constant. Because as long as we're breathing, there's gonna be sports.
Well, that's subject matter, but where I'm going is folks like Lisa and Pat chiming in, and then having like a communicative relationship with another show, because in a minute it's going to explode. We haven't even went and jumped all the way in broadcast yet. When we do, we're going to be with Apple Music, Amazon Music, iHeartRadio, and all those other distributors, and it's going to be a lot more, flooded comments, and it's going to be harder to be this intimate as we grow.
Right.
So,
you get the early shows, you get the infancy of the shows.
Yes.
Before it grows into the colossal that we know it's going to be.
And all of you guys here now are fixtures. We know who you are. We know your names. And we know you, love you to death, know your personality. So I'm looking to carry this group of people into the next level, because there's going to be a lot of crazies in the comments coming soon. And as we grow, and y'all going to be like, who is that motherfucker that said that? And, it's just going to be people that we can't even respond. But we going to see our ones that's been with us day oneers, our loved ones. And, we're going to be acknowledging and talking and rolling.
That's our base right here. Y'all are our base.
That's right.
Started out for the first, 14, 15 shows?
That's right. This is show 15.
15.
Yeah.
P15. All the ones who've been with us to show P15 will be
Mhm.
going to P30. You know, P15 get first privilege. The merch, they get first privilege too. The show, hey, we got correspondence.
Hey, dog, talking crazy.
What's that done?
He talking shit to me. First thing he said was Apple, because I'm Apple. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Apple
Thank
pie.
you, mom.
I'm enjoying.
Love you too, mom.
Mommy.
Damn, she's saying so proud of you.
She love me more than she
CrossFaded
love
family.
me. I'm taking my talent and I'm going home, mommy.
Shout out to Lisa Montgomery. We love you. Oh, she's saying we love you. Lisa, we are gonna make that happen. You better believe it. To get on the Montgomery show. To get on. God, what is the name of the show? Potentially called Who Manifested This? God. Okay.
I thought it was. I had 2 ducks in the chicken.
Man, come on, man. Yes, Lisa, we look forward to it. CrossFaded family, cuz all the way.
CrossFaded family.
Yeah.
Thank you for tuning in. Thank you.
Thank y'all.
And look out for that game on Sunday, you know. Like I said, and I'm sorry to be the hard on the soapbox, you know. If it burns in Canada, it fucks up America. Thank you. If it burns in Canada, it fucks up America. We need to get right.
And like they said on the news, you guys, make sure that to folks in Indiana, make sure to come out just as less as possible. Try to stay in the house over the next
at least tomorrow,
few days. I thought it said the next few days. Yeah.
I ain't coming out till 2027. That's when best time. And then it probably steak days, you know.
And if you're just tuning in and you don't know what we're talking about, we're talking about the burning of the wildfires in Canada, and it's spreading some kind of airborne toxins down into the U.S.
In New York,
and we got a warning on the news to stay in the house as much as we possibly can where we are in our region in the Midwest.
In New York, they're talking about a big orange cloud. You think Donald Trump is walking around New York because they see orange in New York, is what they said. And I have friends and relatives and people in New York that say, Jerome, it's orange. It's a big, thick orange film.
That's terrible.
And you know, they're in New York, right up across from Buffalo, upstate New York. It's blowing right into the city. 5-6 boroughs. It's horrible. It's horrible.
Absolutely.
I'm glad I ain't there.
Yes, ma'am, I will. I'm always careful. I will be careful. I'm always watching my surroundings. All right. Yeah. Thank y'all for tuning in.
Thank you.
Please make sure that you like, subscribe, and share. Omega Classic Records is the page and the name and the home of CrossFaded. Lisa Montgomery, Pat Montgomery, we love you guys. We look forward to tuning in with you guys when your show drops. Who manifested this? I got it that time.
Barry White.
Much love to the beautiful Lizzo. Shout out to A-Dog, CrossFaded family. Absolutely right. All right.
Yeah.
And we out on that note. We'll see you probably Tuesday coming up.
What?
Keep your eyes open.
What?
Not your hands up on the clock. Cause you hear the sick. Don't mean you heard us talk.
CrossFaded, 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 CrossFaded. Mad they never made it. Mad so now they hating. They bad for how they paid it. I'm just trying to make it, trying to hold my placement. Thanking God for the graces, watching for changing faces. CrossFaded, this is special occasion. Subjects hotter than Cajun, Andrew Mason. CrossFaded, I'm just a duck in the pond. Shout out to Dorian, my reign has just begun. I be CrossFaded, 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 guys, and notice CrossFaded, 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 Ready? Let's start the show.